This portion of WCW Saturday Night brought to you by Skittles. Taste the rainbow of fruit flavors.
The Rappers and the Cowboys has certainly turned into one of the most heated situations currently in WCW today. In this rivalry, Scott Hudson is going to bash at the beach because at that event on July the 11th, there's going to be an 8-man elimination tag team bout. We talked earlier about the teams, and this is half of Team Cowboy. Hennig and Duncombe joined by the Wyndham brothers against Konnan, Mysterio, B.A., and Swole. And in that elimination match, when you are beaten, you must leave the ring. I mean, we could be looking at a situation where there could be 4-on-1 at Bash at the Beach.
You know what, I tell you, I like rap music as much as the next guy. I like country music as much as the next guy, but that song, every time they play that, there's not a fertile cat in the tri-state area. The thing will neuter every animal there is in sound. Please.
I don't know, our broadcast colleague, Larry Zbyszko, seems to think that it's going to be a hit on the C&W charts.
Great. Well, Larry Zbyszko, great country music connoisseur that he is, it was written after 1912. He doesn't listen to it.
What do you mean? He mentioned on Thunder that Bob Seger is his favorite, and he's a big rock and roll fan.
Larry Zbyszko is a Bob Seger fan?
You're going to have to start listening to the Thunder broadcast.
Why should I do that?
Well, you might learn something, I guess.
From Zbyszko?
He is wrestling's living legend.
The Cowboys to face Lenny Lane and Bobby Blaze, and I'm wondering, you know this question, where is Lodi? I can't believe I'm asking that.
Now, why would you want to know in the first place? But I think what you mean to say is with Lenny Lane in the ring, can Lodi be far behind?
Watch it. Every time we see Lenny Lane, we see Lodi come to the ring later, and vice versa. But this is Bobby Blaze and Lenny Lane, and they're in there with the Cowboys. This is not a match to be taken lightly.
Yeah, I'm almost surprised that Lenny Lane and Lodi haven't formed a tag team. They've been awfully friendly as of late.
That is a slap heard around the world when it knocks you down. One right to the breadbasket from Curt Hennig. And to the ropes, Lenny. Oh, big knee lift. Oh, Lenny was hung out to dry on that one.
Great execution of that move by Curt Hennig, the master of, wrestling technique. And Hennig unloaded with the knee lift. You see now his tag team partner, Duncombe, taking Lenny Lane, tossing him back into the ring. But look at Lenny Lane bail out.
2 weeks from tomorrow night in Fort Lauderdale at Bash at the Beach, 4-on-4 elimination contest. The Cowboys, Curt Hennig, Bobby Duncombe Jr., Kendall and Barry Windham to face B.A., Swole, Rey Mysterio Jr., and Konnan. And you said it earlier, Mike, and that's what has to be in the mind of every participant. It could be 4-on-1 before it's all over.
Well, that's really the reality of an elimination match. You always have to have that in the back of your mind. It could come down to a situation where Rey Mysterio Jr. will be the solo man for his team against the 4 Cowboys in a 4-on-1. It's just going to be quite a matchup. And isn't it ironic that for an organization that was on the verge of possibly eliminating tag team wrestling, upcoming at Bash at the Beach, we have that 8-man tag. We have the World's Tag Team title match with Perry Saturn and Chris Benoit challenging Diamond Dallas Page and Bam Bam Bigelow with Canyon. And then we also have Kevin Nash and Sting forming a tag team simply because of Roddy Piper and Ric Flair's ruling against Team Savage, Randy Savage, and Psychotic Sid Vicious.
And let's not forget you've got Miss Madness, Gorgeous George, and Medusa out there at ringside with Team Madness. That's almost like 5-on-2.
Well, we know they're not afraid to get physically involved, but by the same token, we also know that Kevin Nash and Sting, they're not afraid to fight back.
That's right. Hang on. Lateral press hooks the leg, and Bobby Duncombe Jr. got the 2 count on Lenny Lane. And I wonder, talking about Kevin Nash, is he going to be distracted because of what is going down? Oh, hang on. One more time. Bobby Duncombe got a 2 count. Bobby Blaze makes the late save. Is Nash distracted by the situation with Ric Flair? The surprise we will see Monday at the United Center in Chicago on Nitro.
I don't think there's any question that Kevin Nash has to be distracted, not knowing what Ric Flair has up his sleeve. We'll all find out Monday at the United Center live on Nitro on TNT. And, of course, Kevin Nash has to be distracted by not knowing who was it that was behind the wheel of the Hummer.
Kevin Nash, an awful lot of irons in the fire, headed toward Bash at the beach. Meanwhile, the Cowboys just uncorking on Lenny Lane.
And maybe the ultimate distraction for Kevin Nash is the mere fact that he can't even trust his own tag team partner, Sting, upcoming at Bash at the Beach, at least in the mind of Kevin Nash.
I was going to say, can he trust him? I don't think he does. I don't know if he has a reason not to. I think Kevin Nash is just getting paranoid because so many people want that gold around their waist.
Well, it's all about proof, and at this point in time, he's just relying on Sting's word. Sting denying that he was the wheelman behind the Hummer, but as we mentioned earlier, in professional wrestling today, you just don't know who you can trust.
Bobby Blaze has had enough. He came in to make the save for Lenny Lane, but the referee, Billy Silverman, backing him out to his corner. Meanwhile, Curt Hennig, with that bull rope, took the life out of Lenny Lane.
Not afraid to use the bull rope or the cowbell. The Cowboys always have that weapon in their corner. And look at Duncombe send Lane into the top turnbuckle with impact and then just shrugged him off, just knocked him down to the canvas.
Earlier on in this broadcast, we saw Swole, Chase, B.A., Ray Jr., and Konnan out during the Barry Windham, Rey Mysterio Jr. match. You got to think Hennig and Duncombe, they know there are reinforcements backstage. They have to be very careful in this contest.
And careful is what they should be when you're dealing with an association and with a group like the No Limit Soldiers. They have really made quite an impact in World Championship Wrestling in a very short time.
Baseball slide escape for Lenny Lane. He makes the tag. Bobby Blaze in there, but Curt Hennig cut him off with the pass. Oh, and Duncombe now. Hey, there's Lodi.
Now you asked for him, you got him. Lodi comes down to the ring and he just pulled Lenny Lane out of the battle.
Oh, Lenny Lane has been hammered, and Lodi, there they go.
I don't know, it looks like he's taking him to the back.
What happened? Oh, poor Bobby Blaze. This is now a handicap contest with Curt Hennig and Bobby Duncombe Jr. taking on Bobby Blaze solo. Lodi just took Lenny Lane into the dressing room there. Who knows?
Well, they just tossed Bobby Blaze to the wolves is what they did. There's the Hennig flex.
That is going to do it. Bobby Blaze can't fight two men. And the Cowboys, Curt Hennig and Bobby Duncombe Jr. will win it here on Saturday night.
Well, Lodi and Lenny Lane just turned their backs on Bobby Blaze. They walked out, left him in a handicap match type situation. 1-on-2, and Hennig and Duncombe had their way with Lenny Lane.
Well, there's that song again.
It's sort of a toe capper, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can put the vocal track out of your mind.
They would just turn the sound way down. I'd love this song. Curt Hennig filming the video yesterday in Nashville, Tennessee. No doubt we'll see that thing played to death on CMT coming up, I betcha. But the Cowboys reign supreme as they head to Bash at the Beach. It will be 4-on-4 Cowboys and rappers along with the No Limit Soldiers.
And Monday on Nitro, we will get the answer to our question. What is Ric Flair's surprise for the world's heavyweight champion, Kevin Nash?
Could it be someone from within WCW, from another organization, from Kevin Nash's past? We don't know. We'll find out Monday on Nitro. For Mike today, I'm Scott Hudson. See you next week. One thing that I hate is a bunch of crap.
Back on Thunder, and Larry, why don't we synchronize watches? Kevin Nash continues to play mind games with the Macho Man Randy Savage, and he said in 15 minutes you either meet me there or the deal's off. What kind of a deal could they have concocted?
Well, the deal, I mean, right now, you know who's got their hands on the gold. That's in the hands of Team Savage. And, of course, you know who's got their hands on Gorgeous George. That's Nash all by himself. So figure out, it makes sense to me that he wants to switch the belt and get Gorgeous George back.
I guess that makes sense to me as well. We'll find out, I guess, what that deal is between Kevin Nash and the Macho Man Randy Savage. 8-man tag team action on Thunder. We see 4 of the luchadors from south of the border. That's Silver King, joined by Villano, El Dandy, and Damien to take on, well, the Cowboys. They love country and western music, and you know what? They've got a hit on their hands with I Hate Rap. Here comes Barry Windham, Kendall Windham, Bobby Duncombe Jr., and Curt Hennig.
Actually, Nash is still the heavyweight champion. You can keep Gorgeous George and make another belt.
Never thought
The
of
best of both worlds. But it's a catchy tune that the boys came up with here.
Let me tell you how catchy it is. Radio stations all across the country tape recorded the I Hate Rap song from last week's Thunder program right here on TBS, and they've been playing it in regular rotation.
Really?
That's how hot it is.
Can we sue them for that?
I don't know. Let me make a note. Let me call legal.
Everybody else is suing everybody else.
A lot of people would look at this matchup, 8-man tag team, Hennig, the Wyndhams, and Duncombe against the Luchadors, as maybe the perfect tune-up for the upcoming 8-man tag at Bash at the Beach. However, there's one thing that the team of Luchadors does not have, and that's the experience of Konnan, Rey Mysterio Jr., B.A., and the size of Swole.
It's going to be a good one, no doubt about it, but I tell you, there's one thing that none of these guys have, and I think that's the second-generation experience of all the Cowboys. They're all second-generation. They're all very, very good in terms of Curt Hennig and Barry Windham especially. Just very experienced guys, and that's hard to beat. I don't care how many men you got in there.
Yes, it is ironic that all 4 members of the Curt Hennig-led team are second-generation wrestlers. Larry the Axe Hennig, the father of Curt, of course, Blackjack Mulligan, the father of the Wyndham brothers, and Bobby Duncombe Sr., the father of Bobby Duncombe Jr. And, well, actually, on the opposite team, there are 2 second-generation luchadors involved in this matchup as well.
Well, who?
Silver King and Villano.
Ah, okay. I get confused and a lot of luchadors.
Silver King to start out against.
Might be one less.
The much taller, big Barry Windham, and BW just muscles him into the corner and follows up with a clothesline that rocked the head of Silver King.
Yeah, Barry's a big guy. I mean, he's almost 6'7". This guy, 300 pounds, knows how to use his weight, been around a while, and very sneaky. I mean, you make a mistake, Barry Windham is going to find it.
Off that middle rope, drop kick by Silver King, takes down the big man, Barry Windham. Standing sidekick was on target.
Oh, that was a good shot. And Wyndham's tall, but he's not tall enough where you can't get that heel or, sole right underneath the chin, and that's where you want to hit him.
Missile drop kick by El Dandy. Tag is in. Barry Windham tags in his brother, and Kendall Windham comes in, and the southpaw lays in a series of left hands to the side of the head of El Dandy. Ooh, that one rocked him against the ropes. Now shoots Dandy off. Dandy able to slip and slide through.
But these guys got more maneuverability than the big boys. I mean, they can use movement, but again, I mean, the Wyndhams and the experience and the Hennings, it's just tough to beat, even if you can move like these guys. Got him there.
Villano off the top rope, hits the clothesline, but smartly Kendall Windham, as the momentum sent him into his own corner, reached up, tagged into the freshman, and Bobby Duncombe hits the ring, but, well, Villano has stopped him dead in his tracks.
You kidding? Is it really the #1 hit on the country western stations?
It's not #1 yet, but it's certainly moving up the charts. Referee Nick Patrick down for the count, and a 2 count only before Curt Hennig comes into the ring and stops the referee's count.
Oh, boy, that was telegraphed big time.
Damien came running out of the corner. I guess he was going to try a drop kick. Hennig avoided him, shoots Damien off. Whoop. That's a unique headbutt.
Yes, that's a good way to explain that. It's not getting me trapped in that.
Oh, Hennig with that patented high knee lift. Damien goes into the corner and just reached up and almost by accident tagged into Dandy.
We got somebody in, but look at Henning's right on him. I mean, very aggressive guy, nasty, good wrestler, but he'll punch in the mouth just as quick as anybody. And this is what they want to do. They want to get somebody in that spider's web, and they got Dandy.
Dandy's in the tangle, 3-on-1 from the Wyndhams and Duncombe, while Curt Hennig is over in the other corner, and you see that referee Nick Patrick has to put in the count and get Silver King out of the ring. Silver King doing nothing here to help his team or his teammate Dandy.
Yeah, well, he's losing his cool, and that's not helping. You got to be there when a man can make a tag. You got to be there with your arm out. He's dragging him over.
Dandy, notorious for one of the most lethal right hands in professional wrestling, caught Curt Hennig, and now things are breaking down with all 8 men involved in this matchup. Everybody's in the ring.
Well, I think the luchadors have got frustrated. I think they're angry. They want to get this control here. Now they got Hennig where they want him, and there they go. This guy looks like a pinata.
Triple teaming on Curt Hennig, and Bobby Duncum, just like a rocket, came out of the corner to try and get his tag partner free. Oh, this is a clothesline, and that stopped Dandy.
They hit him right across the bridge of the nose. Hennig knows how to use that forearm. I tell you that they had control, but it didn't last long. Look at, just pushed him right in. Oh man, what a leg!
Big cowboy boot, full leg extension from Bobby Duncum. Takes down Silver King, now shoots him off into the ropes. King able to avoid the clothesline, hit a spin kick as he came off the ropes. He took the big man Duncum down to the mat.
Took him down, got the tag in, but these guys gotta keep moving. They're not moving quick enough.
Dandy rocks Duncum with a right. Double team, send him off into the ropes. And a double back body drop on Bobby Duncum Jr.
Yeah, nice move. He was close, couldn't get the tag. Uh-oh, they're coming.
Now, again,
it's a stampede.
All 8 men in the ring. Referee Nick Patrick has lost total control of this matchup. Who are the legal men involved here? Do we even know?
One from each team.
That's it. Well, the last 2 men left in the ring, Kendall Windham and Dandy. And there's the Bulldog out of the corner by Kendall Windham. Goes for the cover, gets 1, gets 2, and 3.
Well, he's Patrick was there when you needed him on a chair. Duncan just got pinned.
Oh, Kendall Windham scores the victory for the 4-man cowboy team. Kendall Windham, Barry Windham, Bobby Duncum Jr., and Curt Hennig. They not only hate rap, they get the win, and they're headed to Bash at the Beach, where they will face the No Limit Soldiers.
They're professional wrestlers. They hate everything but one thing, and that's the paycheck after taxes.
Larry, yet to come here this evening on Thunder. Rey Mysterio Jr. to defend the World's Cruiserweight title against Blitzkrieg. Plus, it's Buff Bagwell to challenge Rick Steiner for the World's TV title. Coming up next here on Thunder.
But you know that's a beautiful thing.
As we head to Bash at the Beach tomorrow night. And they have to function as tag team partners, Mike, tomorrow night. Nash and Sting take on Savage and Sid. That's going to explode in Fort Lauderdale.
And I really thought that Kevin Nash put it all into perspective Thursday night on Thunder right here on the Superstation TBS. We were live in Birmingham, Alabama. Kevin Nash came to the ring early on. He talked about seeing the video from Monday. He talked about the bogus Sting involved in. Yes, when he turned around and hit the jackknife powerbomb, he wasn't certain which Sting he had laid out. We now know that it was the real Sting, and you would think from that point on, Kevin Nash has rethought things. He has, to the point where he has agreed to put the World's Heavyweight Championship on the line in a tag team match tomorrow at Bash at the Beach. But not only will Randy Savage and Sid Vicious have an opportunity to win that World's Heavyweight title, he has also dangled the carrot for Sting. And I think it's Kevin Nash's way of finding out if he and Sting are on the same page. If he can trust Sting, we'll find out tomorrow at Bash at the Beach.
You don't have to wait long to find out what's going on between Nash and Sting. It is tomorrow night. We'll be in Fort Lauderdale. You can join us by calling your cable company or satellite provider. It's Bash at the Beach from World Championship Wrestling. Co-main events on Saturday night, and here we go. Konnan and Rey Mysterio Jr. making their way to the ring. Curt Hennig and the West Texas Rednecks standing in there. It's going to be Barry and Kendall Windham. This is merely a tag team competition, but I got to think Konnan and Rey Jr., they've got to know that Hennig and Duncum are out there at ringside. That's just not a fair fight.
And of course, tomorrow at Bash at the Beach, these 4 men are going to be involved in an 8-man tag match. Konnan has the microphone, so we'll talk more about it after K-Dog speaks on this.
Where my dogs at? Where they at? Let me take over tonight. Yo, let me speak on this. Orale! Arriba la raza! Yo, you know these fellas are talking about that for life. But K-Dog, Ray, and the No Limit Soldiers, somos unos vatos locos forever. But more importantly than all that, Georgia is bout it. Oh, yeah.
Now look outside the ring. The referee, Billy Silverman, telling Curt Hennig and Bobby Duncombe Jr., great camera work, guys, telling those guys they've got to hit the bricks. They're not licensed managers. They've got to go out. Now, what is that? Is that the bunt sign?
I don't know. He's like a third base coach. You see that Curt Hennig was signaling to the Wyndham brothers. Billy Silverman, props to him.
Good job.
For clearing out ringside.
Come on. Get him out of there, Billy. He's still after him. Good job by the referee. Hennig and Duncombe do not belong out there. Let's see what happens in a fair fight between the Wyndham brothers, Konnan and Ray Jr.
Yeah, they're going to send Hennig and Duncombe back to the corral, and let's have a legitimate 2-on-2 tag match.
Did you hear that? Curt Hennig said they don't need our help. Well, we'll see. And I'll tell you what courage is. You see Konnan and Rey Mysterio Jr. came out by themselves. They've got the No Limit Soldiers backstage. B.A. and Swole are back there. We saw them earlier, but they didn't bring them out. Oh, they want a fair fight. They know they can take care of each other.
What a DDT by Konnan on Kendall Wyndham. Kendall quickly up to his feet. Smart move on his part so that Konnan doesn't go for the pinfall. There's the seated drop kick, and that one was on target.
Absolutely. Kendall, ooh! Was going to say Kendall was rocked, but Konnan was stopped suddenly, and that is a DDT from the 6'5" Texan. Kendall, drops the big leg across the face of Konnan. Tag made. BW, Barry Windham in the ring. A leg drop of his own. The Windham brothers obviously grew up in this great sport, the sons of Blackjack Mulligan. They rode the roads, made the territories. They know exactly what professional wrestling is about. It's in their blood, and it shows when they're a tag team. Not a textbook cover from Barry Windham. I don't think he just wanted the pinfall. He wanted to send a statement to Rey Mysterio Jr.
And it's a huge advantage that Curt Hennig and the 3 West Texas Rednecks bring into every match, because all 4 of them are second-generation wrestlers. Yes, you're right, Scott. They grew up around the sport. They know all the shortcuts necessary to not only compete, but to succeed in World Championship Wrestling.
Barry Windham with a right hand drops Konnan. Look at that. Cut him like a tall South Georgia pine tree in there. Konnan barely back up, and Barry Windham, into the boot of Kendall Wyndham. There's the tag. Kendall steps in. Double teaming. The Wyndham shoot Konnan in. Oh, look at that. Clothesline. Kendall dropped Konnan. Lateral press. Quickly over. Didn't hook the leg, only got the 2.
You know, believe it or not, the double team tactics of the Wyndham brothers against Konnan may be a preview, maybe a tune-up for Konnan because of the stipulations in that 8-man tag at Bash at the Beach. It's an elimination tag. As soon as you are either pinned or you submit, you must go back to the locker room, like we just saw Billy Silverman send Curt Hennig and Bobby Duncombe Jr. In other words, there is going to be an outnumbered situation at some point in time in that match. 4-on-3, could be a 4-on-2, may even be a 4-on-1 matchup tomorrow night at Bash at the Beach in the 8-man tag.
You could have the Cowboys as 4 men against young Rey Mysterio Jr., 4-on-1. It might be the No Limit Soldiers, all 4 of those guys against Curt Hennig. Anything could happen tomorrow night. It's an elimination tag team contest at Bash at the Beach. These 2 teams, you throw in B.A. and Swole with Konnan and Ray Jr. Throw in Hennig and Duncombe along with the Wyndhams. That goes down. Look at that. Springboard leg drop. Guillotine from the top. There's an elbow for Kendall Wyndham. Barry Windham backed into the corner. Rey Mysterio Jr. shoots Wyndham across. Very hard into the turnbuckle. Drops down. And Rey Mysterio Jr. will take control on TBS.
There's the Rough Rider in the corner from Ray. First offensive flurry from Mysterio has turned this matchup completely around.
Whoa, look at that! The flying head scissors takeover. The Rana from the top, and Rey Mysterio Jr. turned his back on Kendall Wyndham. And Kendall just uncorked the clothesline in the back of the head. Wait a minute. Here they go again.
They're back out here. Curt Hennig, Bobby Duncombe Jr. I don't think Silverman realizes it.
He sent him to the back once, and now Hennig and Duncombe are back at ringside. Ray Jr. just took the DDT. There's the tag to Kendall. Big Kendall Windham in there now with Ray Jr. Oh, what a clothesline. What snap. Lateral press. And Konnan saves the day. That may have been a pinfall for the Windham.
Well, we see that the tide is now turned in favor of the Windhams, and it was that illegal move by Kendall. Came in, clothesline Rey Mysterio from the back, but that's what Mysterio needs to be prepared for tomorrow. It could be a situation where all of the Texas Rednecks and Curt Hennig are 4-on-1 against Mysterio tomorrow at Bash at the Beach.
Did you see that? Kendall Windham, the belly to back on Ray Jr. from the top, and Ray Jr. had to be 11 feet in the air. Good night. Konnan makes the save, but Ray Jr. is counting stars in there. Kendall Windham, drives it right into his brother's knee. There's the tag to Barry Windham. Kendall drags Ray Jr. to the wrong part of town. Barry Windham now in there. Rey Mysterio Jr., oh man, inverted atomic drop.
Did you see that? One arm inverted atomic drop by Big Barry Windham, just toying with Ray Jr.
Watch Windham. He has Ray straight up. Oh man, a right hand just leveled Rey Mysterio Jr. And the Cruiserweight champion is in a precarious situation here. Windham into the rope. Oh, running lariat. Almost took his head off. Quick pinfall attempt. Konnan makes the save one more time. Ray desperately needs to make the tag to the K-Dog.
Never been more important for Mysterio to get to his corner. He tried to go to the wrong corner that time, and all he's going to receive is a knee from Kendall Windham. Ray needs to get the freshman K-Dog into the fray.
Why are Duncombe and Hennig allowed to be at ringside? They were sent back once. I guess Billy Silverman wants to concentrate on the match. Another good call. At least the match started fairly, and they haven't gotten involved yet. Big boot to the face from Kendall Windham. Not a textbook cover. Can Ray? No. Barely got the shoulder up at 2 3/4.
I think that's a good point. It would almost be counterproductive now for Silverman to take his attention away from the match in the ring and worry about Hennig and Duncombe interfering. Keep your eyes on the battle in the ring, referee Silverman, and the battle has been all Windham's for the last few minutes.
You're going to see this ×2 tomorrow night at Bash at the Beach. 8-man elimination tag. Rey Mysterio Jr. now fighting up on Kendall Windham. Look at the reversal, but no, look at that. Ray Jr., the baseball slide underneath. Pulls Barry Windham down. Springboard, missile drop kick. Ray Jr. now, what a golden opportunity. Needs to make the tag to K-Dog. Konnan firing up his partner, firing up the crowd here on the Superstation. There's the tag to Konnan. One to the gut, sets Kendall up, shoots him across, roll through clothesline. Barry Windham charges in, gets caught up by Konnan. Hang on, Hennig and Duncombe are in the ring. It's 4-on-2. That's the bell. That's the disqualification. They could not leave well enough alone. They could not wait. But hang on. Here come the no-limit soldiers. There's Chase and B.A. and the massive Swole. Oh, now. It's still not a fair fight, but it's on the side of the no-limit soldiers.
Yeah, it's about time that the no-limit soldiers not only evened the score, but took the advantage for themselves. And you see that Curt Hennig and the Rednecks, they've had enough.
Absolutely. They like an unfair fight when they're in charge. But there you see Rey Mysterio Jr. He and Konnan win this one by disqualification.
And it's tomorrow night. It's Bash at the Beach. 8-man tag. Hennig and the Rednecks against the No Limit Soldiers.
Coming up next on the
main event tag team time here on Thunder. World Tag Team Championship belts on the line. The Triad, the 3-man team of Diamond Dallas Page, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Canyon, set to defend the titles against, well, 2 members of Curt Hennig and the West Texas Rednecks, because Curt Hennig and Big Barry Windham have signed on as challengers, Larry.
Yeah, well, I guess we got a Triad here in reality against the foursome, and Bobby Duncan Jr., of course, another Windham is somewhere back there in the smoke and the fireworks, but walking out right here, 3 guys, all of which individually are extremely hard to handle. Of course, Diamond Dallas Page, former heavyweight champion of the world.
Two-time.
Whatever.
And he's also, by the way, a 2-time World Tag Team champion as Bigelow, Canyon come with DDP to the ring. We're very fortunate to leave Bash at the Beach with the World Tag Team Championship belts quite an effort by Perry Saturn and the Canadian crippler Chris Benoit as they challenge the Triad at Bash at the Beach, but the strength in numbers just too tough to overcome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got a mic, and that's hard to overcome.
You know, get a tight shot on the three of us. Slide in here. You know, you people used to love me. Now you hate me. One thing's for sure, you'll never forget me. Because DDP is the greatest former two-time heavyweight champion of the world. That's going out to you, Fabio. Yeah, the greatest right here. And along with the Triad, three guys from Jersey, we make up the most electrifying, innovative, just damn exciting trifecta in sports entertainment history. Ain't that right, Canyon? Yeah. Bada bing, a bada boom, bada bang.
Well, all for one and one for all, I guess. The Musketeers are ready.
Very cocky, very arrogant, the Triad, and they deserve to be. They have the gold as the World Tag Team title holders, but the belts are on the line, and you're right. It's the Triad against the Quartet, because here come Hennig and the Rednecks.
The Quartet. Catchy tune. Poor Hennig, though, no voice whatsoever.
But did you hear about the Kurt Hennig and the Rednecks? You know, they are trying to put together a huge Millennium show. You know, as part of that Rap is Crap 99 tour.
You need more than one song.
Well, apparently they've been working in the studio. Who knows what they have?
Great.
But they are trying to work on a huge Millennium show for the Nitro Grill out in Las Vegas. What a way to kick off the year 2000 to have Hennig and the West Texas Rednecks out in Vegas at the Nitro Grill. I expect that we will have more details to come.
Oh, don't worry. Hennig and the boys will be shooting off their mouths about that one. There's one thing Hennig loves to brag about. It's himself and the Wyndhams and Bobby Duncan Jr. They got the same upbringing.
Yes, the World Tag
Give them a
Belts.
bowl of grits and they're happy.
Tag belts are at stake here, and we made the announcement earlier this evening. It bears repeating. Kevin Nash gets his shot at the World's Heavyweight title 1 month from today. The date is Saturday, August the 14th. It's WCW's Road Wild 99 from Sturgis, South Dakota. And at that event, Hollywood Hogan will put the gold up against Kevin Nash. Nash says there's absolutely no laydown this time. It's going to be his opportunity to show the world that he can beat Hogan, and the outcome is going to be his way.
Well, there's no doubt Nash is at a different stage in his career than he was, a year ago or so. And, all the young and the useless make a lot of mistakes. You look back and wish he never would have done this or never would have done that. But Nash has an opportunity to make up for it. I'm sure he sees things a lot different. Situations are a lot different. There's basically, the whole New World Order is a lot different if there's any left of it whatsoever. So Nash is basically a man alone. And believe me, Hogan, he sleeps wearing that belt.
And speaking of the New World Order, we saw something very unique this past Monday. The NWO Black and White, they were making fun of the situation that Booker T was involved in his one-on-one matchup with Diamond Dallas Page. And the NWO Black and White, they love to rib, they love the pranks. But it seemed like it finally got under the skin of Stevie Ray to the point where Stevie Ray came out at the conclusion of that one-on-one matchup, Diamond Dallas Page, Triple B, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Canyon. The Triad had tied up Booker T in the corner.
They
taped him in the corner, and Stevie Ray just could not take it any longer. Stevie Ray leaving the NWO Black and White locker room to come out and make the save for his brother. And it's been, Larry, the better part of 2 years since we've seen Booker T and Stevie Ray together as the Harlem Heat Tag team.
They've had their disagreements, but again, I don't think Booker T's ever been in a serious predicament on the ropes. I don't think Booker T's ever been in that series of a physically threatening situation, but obviously Stevie Ray still cares about his brother, and
he couldn't take any more.
Well, one has to wonder if that was a one-night reunion or maybe there's other things in store for Stevie Ray and Booker T as we see Hennig turn things over to Big Barry Windham and BW. Oh, now reversed into the corner by Bigelow, and Bam Bam just laid him out with the lariat.
Yeah, well, both these guys, Bigelow's got a lot of weight, low center of gravity, knows how to use it. Of course, Windham got to be about at least 6'6" in there, and again, ton of experience. It's going to be good with him and Diamond Dallas.
Page puts the shoulder to Windham. Now the leap over, stopped mid-ring.
Hey, Windham locked it on. It's time to reverse it.
Oh, spinning neck breaker by Page. I think it surprised Windham. Gets two, and Barry's able to avoid the pinfall that time, lifting Page. Oh, he went for the diamond cutter awfully early in this match. Turned him around. Hennig caught him, and then he walked right into the clothesline from Windham.
Yeah, went for it early, but Barry Windham was ready for that. He's one of these guys always well prepared for his opponent, and everybody knows Diamond Dallas is going to go for that cutter sooner or later.
Tag is in now to Hennig. He's the legal man against Page. And we remember the wars that these two men have been involved in. You remember Curt Hennig came to WCW as the tag team partner of Diamond Dallas Page, but that association did not last very long at all.
Well, Diamond Dallas wasn't the only person Hennig stabbed in the back.
Yeah, just ask Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen. Curt Hennig now seems to be riding the wave of success like never before in WCW as the leader of the West Texas Rednecks.
In fact, it was Hennig that kind of ruined the Horsemen. He could have been the last straw that broke the back of Ric Flair. You never know.
Well, that was before Flair gained the presidency and the control of the WCW organization, and we've seen the insanity that has followed since then. Page bars the arm. Nicely applied submission move there, working on the elbow of Barry Windham, but Curt Hennig makes the save.
Yeah, he came all the way across the ring. What?
Now they have Canyon involved in the match.
Hey, wait a minute. It's supposed to be Bigelow.
Now, you know, this is the Triad. This is part of that bond that they have with Flair. Roll up by the freshman, Canyon, and he gets a 2 count on Windham.
Well, didn't the Windham switch on and off?
No. Think of what happened. The Triad made their association. They made their bond with Ric Flair. Quick cover now by Canyon off the shoulder block and a 2 count. As a result, they are able to not only switch off. We see Page goes out now to the floor. They can name whoever they want at any time when they defend the World Tag Titles, and what a huge advantage that is.
Well, no question about it. I wish I had that advantage years ago.
Wyndham puts the tag into Hennig, and he comes in with 3 big right hands that rock Canyon, sent him down to the mat. The innovator of offense in trouble in the corner as Hennig unleashes the knife-edge chop.
Yeah, Hennig likes to trap guys in the corner, limits the movement. He can use his size and keep you crumpled up in there. He's going right back to the corner.
Hey, look at Bobby Duncombe. He just took his cowboy hat and his vest off. And Kendall Wyndham's in the ring. The referee, Billy Silverman, I guess Billy Silverman's going to let it go.
Well, maybe Triad rules. You got me.
Now Kendall Wyndham, Kendall Wyndham into the corner. Just the turnbuckle. Bam Bam Bigelow, and I guess Billy Silverman's going to let him switch on the fly.
Bigelow's back.
Now it's Bigelow in against Kendall Wyndham. Larry, we have to step aside for a commercial break. When we return, more exciting World Tag Team title action here on Thunder. World Tag Team title matchup continues. And Larry, you're right, this is a Triad rules match. Referee Billy Silverman is not only allowing the Triad team to change on the fly, but Curt Hennig and the West Texas Rednecks as well. Quick cover now.
What should be? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, except the gander's good alimony, right?
Oftentimes, yes, they do, unless there's a prenuptial.
Well, let that be a lesson to you men out there. Prenup.
Canyon in the ring, puts the shoulder block to Bobby Duncombe Jr. The leap over, stops him in the middle of the ring, tries, hip toss takeover, reversed several times before Duncombe takes Canyon over.
Again, Canyon trapped in that corner. I tell you, Duncombe doing the Texas two-step on him upright.
And you see Curt Hennig now interfering freely at ringside, hooking the leg of Canyon. Now Curt Hennig takes Canyon, drags him out to the floor.
You got so many guys arguing, the referee doesn't know where to look.
And the referee, Billy Silverman, has lost total control of this match. He's just allowing anything to go for both teams. Now Barry Windham shoots Konnan in. Now reverse. You see DDP caught Windham. Windham fights back, but then walks right into a clothesline from Konnan.
Konnan was there.
And this time, of course, the tag goes into Bigelow. Diving headbutt for Windham. And again, 300-plus pounds goes for the cover. Did not hook the leg, and as a result, gets just a 2 count.
Hey, Bigelow using his head there, big man, but just didn't count the fact that, Windham's a big guy, too. He's just not going to lay on him. The Beast from the East is no myth.
Well, you know that the Beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow, as well as his other Triad members, are going to be concerned about the outcome of the match this Monday on Nitro. Ric Flair, the man that they made their bond with, the president of World Championship Wrestling, puts his presidency at stake. Control of the entire WCW organization this Monday, live on TNT, when he faces the franchise Sting.
And how's he going to have Sir Charles, the referee, and I'm sure he's going to have the deck stacked as much as humanly possible, but it wouldn't surprise me if Sting's got a trick up his sleeve, too.
Well, Sting fought through as we see the cover now attempted by Page before Hennigan for the save. Sting fought against all odds this past Monday in Jacksonville, Florida, and he took care of David Flair, and he gets his shot at Ric Flair this upcoming Monday night.
Right there, taking shots at Diamond Dallas all over the place, Hennigan Windham, and there's the shot that counts.
The great equalizer, the low blow delivered by Diamond Dallas Page. That just stopped Windham in his tracks. Cover, gets 2, and Windham able to roll the shoulder. Only a 2 count.
Got that shoulder up, Page trying to keep the weight on him. Windham's real close to making a tag to whoever.
And now Bigelow.
Not anymore.
I guess we could say Bigelow illegally into the ring, but there's really no rules in this match.
Well, you pulled a man across, you got 5 legal seconds. Referee wasn't in town anyway.
DDP continues to neutralize Barry Windham, trying to control him, trying to cut off the ring. Windham up to his feet.
It's going to be a battle of the long, tall men here.
And you can see Windham trying to make his way to the corner, get the tag into the fresher tag team partner, fresher wrestler, and Page holds him off. Kendall Windham stretching out the arm, trying to get the tag into his brother. And Barry, well, there's the tag, but the referee Silverman was distracted by Bigelow.
Yeah, Bigelow.
He did not see the tag.
No, Bigelow did a nice job pulling the referee out of position. Konnan got a town on Windham. The tag was made. It's null and void here.
Now look at Hennig and DDP out on the floor as they exchange punches. This match is just totally broken down. Now, Bigelow, takes Barry Windham, drives him face first into the steel ring post.
It's like Cannon's in the ring waiting for someone like a spider waiting for the fly, but see who flies in. They're all outside.
And now Page takes Windham, sends him into the safety rail.
He's hung up on somebody.
Here again now it's Curt Hennig and Diamond Dallas Page battling out on the arena floor. Now Page has Windham. Big right hand, then caught him with a boot to the midsection. That's the legal man. I guess it's DDP just throws him in, and of course Konnan goes for the cover.
Well, Cannon's got the cover, but Barry's got those long legs. Made it over the bottom rope. That saves the day so far. Konnan tried to pull him to the corner, but Barry's a big guy. Let his body just become dead weight there, and almost impossible to drag him anywhere.
Konnan puts the shoulder into the midsection of Barry Windham, brings him out to the middle of the ring. Scoop, drops him with the slam. Now the innovator of so many special offensive moves heads to the top rope. Went for the moonsault, the big man Konnan off the top, and Barry Windham was able to roll away. Now Curt Hennig's into the ring.
He's trying to sneak in.
Needs to get the tag here from Windham, and he falls to the corner. And there it is. Now here's the two legal men, Page and Hennig. And inverted atomic drop from Curt. Ducks the clothesline, does DDP, but then receives an atomic drop, goes right into his own corner, and he took down Konnan.
He got Konnan caught Bam Bam sleeping. He's in it. It's breaking down just like the Professor predicted.
Oh, it's absolutely out of of control. Now finally Silverman is going to call for the bell now. He's going to throw this match out.
Throw it out quick. It's one of my committee meetings.
7 men involved in the battle. The Triad they're going to retain the World Tag Team titles here because of the disqualification.
It's still going.
The match is over, but the battle rages on as we see Barry Windham and Diamond Dallas Page, and Windham just threw him first into the safety rail, caught him with the right hand. They battle up the aisleway.
And then I see someone hanging back there. This hand is hung up with some cowbell.
There's an atomic drop on the floor for DDP. Now Hennig and Barry Windham with the double team on Diamond Dallas Page.
See, Hennig may not like the music, but he sure loves giving you a rap in the mouth.
Absolutely nothing settled between these two teams. The Triad, Curt Hennig, and the West Texas Rednecks. The Triad, they remain World Tag Team title holders. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to miss it. It's this Monday's Nitro. It's live on TNT. It's Sting. It's Ric Flair. Control of the company is at stake. Also, Saturday night right here on the Superstation at 6:05. We'll see you then, and then Monday for Flair versus Sting.
You by 10-10-220. 10-10-220. Dial it and talk up to 20 minutes for only 99 cents. Oh, yeah. Get ready to do a little goat roping, Brain.
Put the wagons in a circle. We got some cowboys coming to the ring.
Curt Hennig and the West Texas Rednecks. They hate rap, but they love winning.
What a talented group of human beings this is right now.
We talked about it before, but all 4 men involved in the West Texas Rednecks are second-generation competitors. Curt Hennig, the son of Larry the Axe Hennig.
Nobody tougher than that man.
Absolutely. Barry and Kendall Windham, the sons of Blackjack Mulligan and Bobby Duncombe Jr., of course, the son of Bobby Duncombe.
Nobody tougher than those two guys.
That's a group. This is going to be a tag team contest involving the Cowboys, and here come their opponents. Men who represent the revolution in WCW. 2 of the toughest men alive. I don't think either man feels any pain, but they love to dish it out. Chris Benoit and Perry Saturn.
I'll tell you, Benoit is one of the toughest men walking this earth, and so is Saturn. They don't ask anything, they don't want anything, they just want to get in there and fight. And you watch them. As tough as these Cowboys are, these guys are just as tough. It's going to be a great fight, not a match, a great fight.
It's Curt Hennig and Barry Windham of the Cowboys taking on Perry Saturn and Chris Benoit. And let's not forget, it was only about 7 months ago that Barry Windham and Curt Hennig were World Tag Team Champions.
Right there,
Yep.
right here. 1 man each side.
Before they formed their allegiance with Kendall Windham and Bobby Duncombe Jr., these 2 men were Tag Team champs.
And don't forget, Benoit's been a horseman. Saturn's been pushed around his whole career here at WCW, and he's had enough. Very tough men.
Benoit and Saturn, also former World Tag Team champions. 2 teams battling to get a shot at the Triad. But the Triad seems to be tied up with what appears to be the reformed Harlem Heat. Chris Benoit went down south for the drop kick and took out the knee of Curt Hennig. Tag made to Perry Saturn.
You watch Saturn and Benoit, they know what to do.
Oh, man. Wayne, you know the knees of Curt Hennig. They can't take that much punishment. Hennig has nursed knee injuries throughout his career. And Saturn and Benoit know it. They're taking advantage early.
I'll tell you one good thing about Hennig. He's never let anybody know he's had a knee injury. You may think he has. I may think he has. We may know he has. No one else knows he has. He keeps everything secret.
Barry Windham trying to save his partner, cut off by Perry Saturn. Chris Benoit and Kurt Hennig, two of the most technically proficient professional wrestlers ever to lace up the boots.
Come on, Kurt, you got to make that tag. Get to your corner.
Oh, look at that. Kendall Windham at ringside. Tripped up Chris Benoit. Kurt Hennig quickly over. What a veteran. Takes advantage. Just clubs Chris Benoit.
I like the look of Kendall Windham. What a tough guy on the outside.
He certainly is. He's not too bad in the ring either.
No.
He's got that Windham blood flowing through him. Hang on now. Kendall and Bobby Duncombe Jr. double teaming. Chris Benoit.
This is great. I like to see a good fight like this.
Well, it's 4-on-2. There's the tag. Like these two guys are so concerned about wrestling within the rules to Barry Windham, who is the legal man. Shoots Benoit in and Barry Windham. Running Larry. Lateral press. Doesn't hook the leg. Chris Benoit out at 2.
You know, years ago...
Hang on a second, Ray. We're going to take a break. We'll keep this action going. We'll be back with more Nitro.
Hey, will you shut up? Let me...
W Nitro. These two talented tag teams have brawled all over the ring, outside the ring during the break. No pinfalls, no submissions at all. Right now, Barry Windham plants Chris Benoit.
Watch this one. It's going to be big.
Barry Windham, 6'6". Oh, and Perry Saturn makes the save for Chris Benoit. That would have been a 3 count, no question about it.
But what a great athlete. You can see in Barry Windham. He took the man over, floated over the top, managed to secure the pin, didn't get it, but he's that great athlete.
Kurt Hennig, ooh, knife edge chop on the Wolverine Chris Benoit. A turnbuckle and caught him with an inverted atomic drop. Missed the right hand. Oh, a chop from Benoit. That lit up the sky in Rockford. Misses the elbow. Kurt Hennig hard into the turnbuckle. Benoit needs to reach up and tag Perry Saturn. There it is. Here he comes.
Oh, one tough guy, Perry Saturn, no doubt about that.
Kurt Hennig, get ready. Oh, there's one for Barry Windham. Standing sidekick. There we go. Oh, did he T-bone Barry Windham? Wait a minute, there's Kendall on the apron.
He's down.
He took out Kendall Windham and Bobby Duncombe Jr.
He's down.
There goes Barry Windham over the top. Chris Benoit follows after. Barry Saturn. Now reversal on Kurt Hennig. Sets him up. Can it be? No. He was going for the Death Valley driver, but Kurt Hennig cut him off with a thumb in the eye. Oh, hang on.
Oh, things will look good now.
That's the rings of Saturn, but Kendall Windham is in the ring. That's going to be a disqualification. Bobby Duncombe Jr. and Kendall Windham have hit the ring, and you knew it. With the Cowboys, they would become involved, and now it's 4-on-2.
I would say this is really the Horseman, if you think about it. He's got that bull rope
Dean Malenko. There's Dean Malenko. Dean Malenko is in the ring, clearing house of the Cowboys. Oh, but no, you knew it. You knew it. It's still 4-on-3, and Chris Benoit, all but out of the corner. The Cowboys.
Well, I don't know if I'd have jumped in the ring with those 4 guys wailing at somebody. I don't care how tough Malenko is. That's not a smart move.
Look at Bobby Duncombe. Wait a minute. It is. That's Shane Douglas. That's Shane Douglas.
You're right. That is Shane Douglas.
Where did Shane Douglas come from? We know where he's been, but good night, there goes Kurt Hennig. We know there is an allegiance from earlier on between Dean Malenko and Shane Douglas, but I didn't know. Shane Douglas. Unbelievable. We know that. Oh, boy.
Perry Saturn. Dean Malenko. Chris Benoit. All these people know just what tough SOBs you are.
Here, here.
Well, starting tonight, I say things are about to change here in World Championship Wrestling.
I'll say.
Where I'm from, guys, if someone holds you down, you step in front of them, you bash their brains out with a stop sign, and you take your spot back.
Oh, Shane
There's a cancer here in WCW, and we all know who I'm talking about. I say tonight, we take out the trash, and we take out the cancer. We're taking WCW back where it rightfully belongs.
Oh, yeah!
Shane Douglas has made a statement.
What a...
You never know.
unbelievable opening to WCW Monday Nitro. We didn't even have a chance to get the opening done.
Or to sit down.
We barely had a chance to sit down here at ringside, and it started breaking down. We were ready to go backstage, and these men are ready to go right now. Two former Cruiserweight champions, Juventud, Guerrera, and Psychosis.
In my opinion, they don't stand a chance. They're fighting the Rednecks.
Well, they're going to be taking on two members of the West Texas Rednecks in Big Bobby Duncombe Jr. and Kendall Windham. Next up on Nitro, but I got to tell you, I'm wondering, we may smell an upset here, Brain. The Luchadors may be primed and ready to get an upset victory because I think the Rednecks are all concerned, all four are concerned about Hennig and Goldberg later tonight.
Well, you're probably right about that. Everybody's attention has to be focused on the big thing going on in their life. And you're right about that. Hennig and Goldberg, but this is going to be a great one. These are some of the tough, I've known them all. I've known their fathers, I managed most of them. What tough human beings they are.
All four are second-generation athletes. You know, Brain, speaking of second-generation athletes, boy, that's one of the weirdest segues ever. David Flair is the United States heavyweight champion, but now Big Daddy Ric Flair is no longer the head man in charge of WCW. That title belongs to Sting. And later tonight, I understand, the Canadian crippler, Chris Benoit, has made a challenge to David Flair for the United States Heavyweight Championship.
I'll tell you, it gets better every week. You never know what you're going to see. This is tremendous.
The Luchadors and the Rednecks going to tie it up. Battle across the Rio Grande here. Kendall Windham and Bobby Duncombe Jr., Juventud, Guerrera, and Psychosis.
And Barry Windham and Kurt Hennig are at ringside.
You can't forget that.
I wouldn't if I was wrestling against the team.
Here comes Juventud, the youth warrior. Oh, and he walks right into a big boot. And a double sledge across the shoulder blades of Juventud Guerrera from Bobby Duncombe Jr. Juventud hard into the turnbuckle. Now look at Duncombe just putting the boots to the youth warrior.
I'll tell you what a great athlete this Bobby Duncombe Jr. is. I managed his father, who played football for the St. Louis Cardinals, played Canadian football. His father, what a big, tough, bad man he is. And his kid is probably tougher.
Oh, look at Juventud. Duncombe shot him into the corner. Juventud ducked out of the double sledge into the corner. Duncombe cut him off. Up shoulder high, backdrop. Juventud onto the apron. Grabs a handful of hair and brings him straight back down.
Up top, Hoovy.
He's got it. Missile drop kick. Did you see how far that sent Duncombe? Oh, Juventud.
But the thing he did wrong was he drop kicked him into his own corner. If he'd have shot him from the other corner, he may have had a chance.
And the fresh man, Kendall Windham, as a result, is in the ring. Hip toss out of the corner and a leg drop. From the youngest of the Windham brothers. Youngest son of Blackjack Mulligan. Oh, man, did Juventud run into a big boot right in the jaw.
It doesn't matter if you're old or young or whatever. If you're a Windham or Mulligan, you're a bad, bad customer.
Also, Brain, later in this broadcast, we talked earlier that we will see the mystery tag team challenge go down. Hollywood Hogan and Kevin Nash, each with a mystery partner. That's going to go down later. Kurt Hennig and Goldberg. Also, we'll talk about a serious injury suffered by Fit Finlay at the hands of the First Family. All that later on.
You got a lot to talk about, Scott, tonight.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Yes, sir. Springboard missile drop kick from the top for Juventud, but Bobby Duncombe Jr. takes Juventud all the way to the floor.
You know, you can talk about all you want about Psychosis. Oh, my. How fast they are and how agile they are, but I'll tell you, strength and size will always beat you.
Oh, now look. Kurt Hennig with the knife-edge chop on Juventud Guerrera. The never surrender youth warrior now. Kendall Windham. Hot-shotting Psychosis over the top ring rope. And
Psychosis in a lot of trouble.
Oh, man, what a clothesline from Kendall Windham. Literally knocked him for a loop inside there, and Psychosis is out. He had a one-week reign as Cruiserweight champion.
Oh, Bobby D
off the top.
With the clothesline, with authority. Not going for the pinfall. A mistake if you ask me. If you can pin a luchador, do it.
You're
Big
right about that. But then again, we're not in there, so I don't know what's going through their minds.
Not any chance of that happening. Juventud Guerrera having to be sent back to the corner by the referee, Randy Anderson, while Psychosis double teamed by Duncan and went, oh, look at that.
But that's good tag team wrestling. Look how Kendall Windham holds him in the corner. Duncan takes him out. Makes the tag. See? Good tag team strategy.
Suplex from the 6'5" former Texas Longhorn, Bobby Duncombe Jr. Tag made with a Sweetwater, Texas native, Kendall Windham. Now Psychosis planted on top. Kendall's going to follow him up.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no! The belly to back suplex!
You ever been to Sweetwater, Texas?
I have been, actually.
It's closed during the week, you know.
Oh, that's too bad. Look at that kick to the side of the head. That Kendall Windham may be closed after that one. Pulls Psychosis back up. Quickly makes the tag to BD. Duncombe, oh, the kick in the chest, and Kendall's going to take a rest. Psychosis so desperately needs to make that tag to Juventud Guerrera.
What they're doing is they're cutting off half the ring. They're keeping the man in their corner. They're making fast tags. Good tag team strategy. Good tag team wrestling.
Front face now from Psychosis, or rather from Kendall Windham on Psychosis. Psychosis trying to make the tag. Can he get over there? Yes, he can.
But Scott, the referee didn't see it.
He most certainly was distracted by Bobby Duncombe Jr. Oh, missile drop kick. But the referee, you're right, Brain. He didn't see it.
You got to see it to call it.
He's sending Juventud out. Double team on Psychosis. Oh, the back elbow and another one. Oh, Windham and Duncombe. Oh, the double bulldog. Good night, right on the beak.
That'll straighten out your horns.
And that will do it.
My favorite tag team.
They are. Well, that man right there, Kurt Hennig, has his work cut out for him later. One-on run with the beat on Goldberg, but the Cowboys start off with a victory. You're going down later on. Guaranteed. Duncombe and Kendall Windham get the Duke over the Luchadors. Things are looking up for the Rednecks on Nitro. Can't wait for that one. Dennis Rodman put his hands on Gorgeous George, sent the Macho Man into orbit. And when we find out what Savage has in store for the Worm come Sturgis, I don't know if I want to be Dennis Rodman, actually.
Well, Dennis Rodman, I think, may have actually bit off a little bit more than he's interested in chewing when he faces Randy Savage at Road Wild, when you look at the experience edge that Randy Savage is going to bring into the ring in Sturgis.
Kurt Hennig, fresh off his victory, leads the West Texas Rednecks to the ring. The Soldiers when we come back.
Every day they pay their bills, watch TV, day in, day out, it's all they need. Mow the grass, fix the leak, just to fix it again.
This portion of Saturday Night brought to you by Starburst Hard Candy. Starburst Hard Candy. Give it some juice.
Main event tag team matchup here on WCW Saturday night. Rednecks already in the ring, and that music can mean just one man. Rey Mysterio Jr. and the No Limit Soldiers are on their way to the ring.
Rey Jr. and B.A. of NLS to face the Rednecks on Saturday night.
Hey, Scott, how about Chad Brock headed to Monday Nitro?
Can you believe that? The summer of music in WCW. We had Megadeth, the Insane Clown Posse, if you can call that music. And coming up on the 16th in Colorado Springs on Nitro, Chad Brock. And Mike, you know as well as I do, Chad Brock.
Yo.
Oh, hang on. Rey Jr.'s grabbed the mic.
Konnan in here. Let's take over for him tonight. Yo, let me speak on this. Orale! Arriba la raza! Well, these Cowboys are talking about that for live. But B.A., Ray, seguimos Siendo los vatos locos forever. But more importantly than all that, Madison, Wisconsin is bout it. Oh, yeah.
Bowdy, and rowdy indeed. The Soldiers and the Cowboys going to tie up on Saturday, but we talked about Chad Brock, who will be on Nitro in a couple of weeks. Not only is he a hugely popular country music singer with his big hit Ordinary Lives, and you know this, Mike, but maybe our fans don't. Chad Brock spent time at the power plant studying to be a professional wrestler, and I remember Chad Brock back in the days when Saturday night was staged at Center Stage Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. Saw quite a few Chad Brock matches. He wasn't too bad.
Well, Chad Brock obviously has found that the country music world is more to his liking, at least at this point in time, than professional wrestling. But, you know, you mentioned the power plant, and we've been talking about Diamond Dallas Page and all of his mainstream media appearances. DDP scheduled for the Hollywood Squares this upcoming week. Yeah. He's going to be on Craig Kilborn this upcoming Wednesday. He's got the First Daughter movie premiering right here on the Superstation on August the 15th. Well, the power plant's not going to be left out either, because the current issue on newsstands now of Stuff magazine, and that's from the publishers of Maxim. Well, I know that's a read for you every month. Anyway, Stuff magazine is new, and the current issue has a story on the power plant and just what it's like to go through the power plant. They had one of their writers come to Atlanta, Georgia, and find out just how tough you have to be to make the cut. And did you see Keith Hernandez at the offices the other day?
I sure did. What was up with that?
Well, Keith Hernandez is the host of a new program called Beyond Sports. It's going to be syndicated through ABC, and they're preparing a feature on WCW's power plant to air in the next couple of months.
Keith Hernandez, a member of those 1980s New York Mets teams. What a fantastic player he was. Of course, remember him from that from Seinfeld. Keith Hernandez doing a feature on the power plant. That should be interesting. Meanwhile, Bobby Duncombe Jr. putting the boots to B.A. Shoots B.A. across. Oh, Duncombe. Charged in a little too late. Tagged to Ray Jr. Whoa, fast press from the top. Caught Kendall Windham sleeping. Rey Mysterio Jr. Uh-oh, reversal. Duncombe shoots Ray in. Baseball slide escape. Ray Jr. drop kick in the knee. Took the long, hard straight down, and a bulldog from Ray.
Notice how the momentum in this matchup has turned ever since the freshman Mysterio hit the ring. Springs off the ropes, connects with the leg drop, goes for the cover and gets a 2 count.
And Bobby Duncombe Jr. never saw it coming. Ray Jr. sunset flip off the ropes, but Duncombe just too tall, too powerful. Reined in the right hand.
Whoa!
Oh, and followed up with the reverse clothesline, and Ray Jr. just being dismantled in there now by Bobby Duncombe. The Big Mo shifted so quickly.
Duncombe just caught Ray coming and going. Chest first into the top turnbuckle, and that lariat delivered to the back of the head. Tag is into Kendall Windham.
Kendall Windham, the younger of the Windham brothers. There you see Kurt Hennig and older brother Barry at ringside, but you know, oh man, Kendall, boot to the face. Just took the face off of Rey Mysterio Jr. Somewhere backstage, the remainder of the No Limit Soldiers have to be watching, making sure this one stays 2-on-2.
Nicely executed vertical suplex takeover by Kendall Windham, and you're right, I saw them earlier. The No Limit Soldiers are in the house.
Kendall Windham draping his leg across the chest for a pinfall attempt. Very unorthodox move. Rey Mysterio Jr., oh man, one more time, being introduced to the turnbuckle here on Saturday night.
And never more important for Ray to make his way to the corner and get the freshman B.A. into the fray.
Oh no. Plants Ray Jr. up top. Kendall Windham is going to follow him up to the second rope. Look at that, belly to back suplex.
Yeah, with one arm.
Oh. Kendall Windham, an impressive athlete, has certainly come into his own since joining up with the West Texas Rednecks. Duncombe Jr. shoots Ray off. Ray Jr. ducks a clothesline. Cross body. No! Duncombe just caught him in midair. Hit the backbreaker. Hooks the leg. And I think that may have been a pinfall, and Duncombe Jr. just lifted Rey Mysterio Jr.
That's the way it looked to me. It appeared that Duncombe had Mysterio in that small package, and I think they want to inflict more pain and punishment. That may backfire.
Ray Jr., the escape. There's the tag to BA. The fresh man in the rope. 5-arm, nailed it. One for Bobby Duncombe Jr. Now BA and Kendo Windham. 3 second-generation superstars in the ring right now. Full scoop and a slam from BA. There's the right hand for Bobby Duncombe Jr. There we go, the side Russian leg sweep from BA. Quickly over, lateral press, hooks the leg, and Duncombe breaks it up.
Very fortunate that time for the Rednecks. BA, he hit his patented move, and look at Hennig hit the ring.
Kurt Hennig and Barry Windham, the former tag team champions, have hit the ring. Here come the No Limit Soldiers. Big 4x4, full, Chase Tatum, they're all in there. And the Soldiers stand tall as the Cowboys need a hasty retreat.
Yeah, you'll notice all of a sudden when the strength in numbers edge goes to the No Limit Soldiers, that Hennig and the Rednecks bail out.
This was going to be a disqualification victory for Rey Mysterio Jr. and BA of the No Limit Soldiers. But this situation, the Soldiers and the Cowboys, nowhere close to being settled.
Still heating up in World Championship Wrestling. Look at the size of this 4x4.
Oh.
Zbyszko calls him the human Hummer, and he's right.
No question about it. Ray Jr. and BA will win it. Fans, don't forget to join us Monday night from Sioux Falls on Nitro. Much more about the August pay-per-view tradition. It's Road Wild, brought to you by American Iron Horse Motorcycles. We will have new matches. We will have news Monday on Nitro. For Mike today, Scott Hudson. See you Monday on TNT.
Thank you very much, Gene. And speaking of Gene Okerlund, after this contest, this tag team matchup between the Wyndham brothers, Barry and Kendall, against Swole and BA, we understand that Gene Okerlund is going to speak with the tag team that 1 week from tonight will be challenging for the World Tag Team Championship belts. Booker T, Stevie Ray, the reunited and reformed Harlem Heat, yes, they will be challenging the Triad next Saturday at Road Wild 99, and Mean Gene will be speaking to both Booker T and Stevie Ray at the conclusion of this matchup. And here's two big Texans, yes, part of the West Texas Rednecks contingent.
This is my boys right here, you know that.
Accompanied by another third big, tall Texan,
all three of
Bobby
them.
Duncombe Jr.
When you talk about youth being served, their daddies ran in big places, let me tell you. And they out here, these are my boys, you know, Chad Brock, they say Kurt Hennig right now in the studio.
Oh, that's why he's not here. I was going to say, Kurt's conspicuous by his absence.
He was coming out talking about Chad Brock making fun of a guy that's got 2 number 1s going to be in Boys Idaho. So he rushed to the studio, I guess, going to try to cut something.
I see. He's going to try and one-up Chad Brock. And, of course, Chad's going to be part of Nitro this Monday in Boise, Idaho. So Kurt Hennig not here tonight for WCW Saturday night because he's in the studio, and I guess there's going to be a video as well along with this new song from Kurt and the West Texas Rednecks as Big Swole and BA hit the ring as they come out for this tag team matchup on Saturday night.
I tell you what about Swole and BA. Swole and my man too, you know, I got a lot of time for him, a young guy trying to get up. What a greater partner to have than BA. A guy that knows how to move, what to do. If I was Swole, man, I would be thinking every day, man. I'm so glad to be this guy's partner because once this guy learns what to do, I'm talking about Swole, what a good heart this guy has. Once he learns what to do, he's going to be all right. But let me tell you about veterans, guys that have looked in the eye of the storm. You are looking at them right here when you talk about the Wyndhams, Kendall Windham and Barry Windham, Bobby Duncombe Jr. outside. Man, I'm going to tell you what a Saturday night this has been. It's been a great one.
It really has, Dusty. And, of course, when you look at Hennig and the West Texas Rednecks, We're talking about 4 individuals who are all second-generation wrestlers. And you mentioned Swole, one of the young lions of World Championship Wrestling, and the fact that he can look to someone like B.A. for that guidance and for that experience. And when you talk about any of these youngsters as part of the revolution, that's really the one aspect that they are missing.
Yes.
That guidance factor, and B.A. provides that for Swole.
Yeah, and I think you're so right about that thing right there. We go back and we look and we see what's happening. Say a lot of great things are happening. I know you are privy, I believe the word is, a privy or whatever that word is, to some conversations going on around. And we know that Sting and his attorneys all, as you said.
It's a very interesting situation. I understand that Sting and his attorneys have contacted World Championship Wrestling about allowing the administration of WCW to take over, well, many of the administrative chores that go along with being a president of WCW, and I think that's a smart move on the part of Sting.
Yeah, you know, because being a leader, you got to lead, and you got to be in the heat of battle, as Sting is right now. He prepares to meet a guy that we're going to see right here tonight on the mothership in the main event, a guy that says he's going to lead us into the millennium, and the franchise Sting is going to be facing a big test when we get out the road wild. As B.A. is taking it to the windows right here. As I said, whoa. Nice move.
Power slam by B.A. on Kendall Windham. Cover, hook of the leg, and the 2 count. And, of course, that guidance and experience that B.A. brings to the tag team with Swole, that comes naturally because B.A. is another one of those second-generation wrestlers. Swole extends the arm and hit the clothesline. Down goes Kendall Windham.
Got a great follow-through, puts all his body and power into it. This is just a young man that needs to get out there day in and day out, night in and night out, and play the game because he loves the game. And like I said, I've been around this young man, Swole. He really has a good heart and is willing to do whatever it takes. He don't want to take much more than feet to the face.
No, that's...
but I guarantee you, he's going to be all right.
And there's certainly
there you go.
No questioning the athletic ability of Swole as he just connected with the clothesline on Barry Windham, fires him off into the corner. You know, when Swole was playing high school football, he was the top recruited prep player in Louisiana. He went on to be an all-conference defensive back at the University of Houston, a parade All-American in his junior and senior seasons, and he just ran right into the big boot from Barry Windham.
Made a mistake, shouldn't have win. Windham knew when he come in there, he was too far away from him. Swole would take a run. During that run that he was taking, Windham was sinking in his head. I'm going to hit him with a big boot, which he did. Caught him right there. Look at the screen.
Whoa.
That was big.
Smart move, great strategy. BW went to put the boots to Swole, and Swole stopped him in mid-move, but there's no stopping that.
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
You notice the momentary distraction from both brother Kendall Windham and fellow West Texas Redneck tag team partner Bobby Duncombe Jr., and now the opportunity for the Rednecks to triple team behind the back of the referee.
Man. You just got a shot of it, too, right there.
Knife edge chop from Kendall Windham takes Swole down to the mat, and that turns things over to Big BW. Of course, these second-generation Windhams, the sons of Blackjack Mulligan, and off the backdrop suplex, nonchalant cover. That's not going to get the job done. I'm surprised that a veteran like Barry Windham would not go for a better cover on Swole.
Yeah, he knows better than that, and shame on him. Now, Swole knows he's got a reprieve, so he needs to fight out this thing, get out of the corner, get over, tag his partner, do what needs to be done. You got a third guy out there. You got one guy in the studio. I'll tell you what, these West Texas Rednecks, these guys, or I'm talking about Kurt Hennig, cutting the record, probably, you know, and then these guys, he's going to make them feel like they were part of it, you know what I mean?
Springing off the ropes, Windham fires, Kendall Windham fires Swole into the ropes and caught him with the lariat. And there you see that I'm surprised also the veteran B.A. He fell prey to the move by Kendall Windham. And in the corner with referee Johnny Boone distracted, Big Bobby Duncombe Jr. puts the boots to Swole.
You see how they passed each other there? They just fluent, you know what I mean? They know what Bobby was coming this way and BW was coming this way and Swole was laying there and I kicked him for a while and they passed like ships in the night and the other ship fired a cannon on Swole and Swole is out there right now just wondering what it takes to get in there and tag BA. And I'm not laughing at Swole. I'm just saying you're in a bad spot when you're out there with these boys.
And that's one of the great aspects of an accomplished tag team like the Windham brothers. And you mentioned it earlier tonight, and it's a great point about the reunited Harlem Heat. No question about Booker T and Stevie Ray, and off the cross-body block, Swole goes for the cover. Well, barely a 1 count before Kendall Windham is able to escape and goes right back to the attack with those lefts. You talked about team rust as opposed to ring rust, and certainly Stevie Ray and Booker T, they're not going to have any ring rust because they have been competing as singles competitors. But it's those little things like we've seen from the Wyndhams and Bobby Duncombe Jr. in this matchup that make a great team. This time a better cover by Barry Windham, but the powerful Swole is able to roll the shoulder.
He's a gamer. You go back to what brought him to the dance. His athletic ability, his footballmanship, his things that he do really good, and that's why he's still in there. That's why he is not giving up. That's why you're going to have to beat this guy big time to get a victory over him. I'm talking about, he's just gaming. He's all the time. He's there. I'm talking about Swole. Tag somebody. Tag him.
Did he make the tag? Yes. The tag is official, and B.A. is the proper man in the ring as he unloads on both members, both Wyndham brothers. And there's one for Bobby Duncombe Jr.
Hit him, too.
And there goes the cowbell and the rope as well. Wait a minute. He just tossed the cowbell into the ring. Did Johnny Boone see that? No, it's behind the back of the referee. Oh, he just nailed. Barry Windham just nailed B.A. and Kendall Windham for the cover. I don't know if Johnny Boone realizes this. Now he turns around. 2 and 3.
No. Johnny Boone don't realize it, and Daniel Boone don't realize it. What happens there is just what you said. No team rust with the Wyndham.
Well, BW just nailed B.A. with the cowbell, and that leads to the victory as Barry and Kendall Windham defeat Swole and B.A. Now, let's send it back to the locker room area. Mean Gene Okerlund is set to talk to the tag team that challenges for the tag belts at Road Wild. Here's Mean Gene and Harlem Heat.
Well, there you hear it in the back. The new leader of the championship committee making things happen. And Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, assigned David Flair to defend the U.S. title against the crippler Chris Benoit. You'll see it tonight live here on TNT.
That's what I like about the American Dream. He makes things happen. He said, you want to mess with an old man? I'll show you. This is going to be great.
Obviously, Dean Malenko, Chris Benoit, Terry Saturn, and Shane Douglas had some business with Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, but it feels now, Brain, that maybe that WCW is back on the right track. And I really personally hate to say that because of the long-time respect I had for the Nature Boy Ric Flair, but that situation had really deteriorated over the past few months. And I think that maybe, I don't know, this may be a good sign, a good first step for our great company.
Well, Dusty said it all right there. He has no love lost for the Nature Boy Ric Flair or his son. He's going to try to give a break to the younger guys in this sport coming up. And it's going to be very interesting, really interesting.
So David Flair, who just a week ago kind of laid it out to all of us, saying, hey, I will not have to defend my title but once in 30 days. That was all but vetoed by the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. So we got that for you coming up here tonight, plus a whole lot more on TNT, live on WCW Monday Night Raw.
Every week on TV, our favorite shows and the Youngly Berry.
Now the arrival of Kurt Hennig, Barry Windham, in the West Texas Rednecks, with his tag team bout here against Public Enemy.
I would like to see them walk into your establishment around 12:30 at night. A long day.
Fans, as you know, and as we talked about, here tonight performing is going to be Chad Brock, one of the country music's most talked about new acts, new talents. His debut album at the end of last year, Chad Brock, a success with his hit Ordinary Life, but he'll be performing one of his hits here tonight. And of course, Kurt Hennig, the man who brought the I Hate Rap song into the forefront in country music, took exception to Chad Brock's appearance here tonight. As a matter of fact, last week, if you'll recall, he called Chad Brock Chad Flop. Chad Brock is anything but a flop.
Well, here's the whole thing. Kurt told me, like he said last week, everyone his whole life is trying to copy him in this sport. has tried to copy him and emulate the things he does in that ring. That's understandable because he's a tremendous talent. And now that he's a great singer, a great country singer now, he's going to go gold, he's going to go platinum, he's going to go all the way to the top. That song, Rappin's Crap. And I guess he doesn't like the idea of this other guy coming around singing.
It's just not some other guy coming around singing, Ray.
Well, to him it is.
Rock is a recording artist with the Warner Brothers label, working on his second album right now. Chad Rock has toured with country music names such as Alan Jackson. And Chad Rock has known professional wrestling that we'll be talking about during the course of this program as Chad Rock has wrestled professionally as well.
And he spent a lot of time on the road with a lot of those big music stars, driving the bus.
No, that's not true. Anyway, Chad Rock will be out here before me. Meanwhile, Curt Hennig right now doing what he does best, and that is wrestle. And he sends Rocco Rock into the neutral turnbuckle. You can say what you want to about Hennig and his song, and yeah, it was catchy, it was pretty neat. But where Hennig excels is between the ropes, and Rocco Rock rebounds, running over Curt Hennig.
Well, you're not going to run over Curt Hennig for long. He'll stop you real quick. I know his history. I know his family. What a competitor. What a tough individual.
And, of course, he has surrounded himself with the numbers game. He's got Bobby Duncombe Jr., he's got Kendall Windham on the outside, and he's got Barry Windham as his partner. And together, Hennig and Windham earlier this year became World Tag Team Champions. They have tasted the gold. They know what it's like. Hennig with a lariat. Nick Patrick down, and we got a 2 count.
They switch off so fast. They can tag in and out. They're so quick. That's what the other team like Public Enemy has to understand. You're not wrestling one man up there. You're wrestling 4. And you better be ready.
Hitting the ropes, Barry Windham. Back up. Johnny Grunge. Tag was made. And the fans were all over Barry Windham and Curt Hennig. And behind Public Enemy as Nick Patrick wants Windham to get back to the corner outside.
This is a great team. These West Texas Rednecks, I love them. I'm not really a country music fan, but you got to go with these guys. They are one tough bunch of guys.
Walked right into Johnny Grunge, right hand. Back up against the ropes now. Here's the whip. Kendall Windham hooks the foot, and that gives an opening here to Curt Hennig. As he sits Johnny Grunge down with a hard right hand. As you just heard, we have signed, to be more specific, Dusty Rhodes, the new head of the championship committee, has signed David Flair along with Torrie to defend the United States title against a very willing, a very intense Chris, the Crippler Benoit. That is still to come. We understand tonight we are going to hear from the Macho Man Randy Savage, who Thursday night promised us that he had some major surprises to lay on the wrestling world. Dennis Rudd and the Worms here.
I'll tell you, if Savage tells you something's going to happen, it's going to happen big time.
Hang on one end. On the other end, Rocco Rock. Right hand. Now sending Hennig down. Down goes Barry Windham. Oh! What a double team whatever that was. Swinging neck breaker. And now Public Enemy. Maybe in the midst of what would have to be considered an upset here. They put Barry Windham on the table.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Here comes Rocco Rock.
Oh! There goes Rocco Rock and Barry Windham.
Windham smashed onto the top of the table. And on the inside, there's a cover. It's hitting. From behind, gets the pin.
One of the good old boys.
action next.
Oh, yeah.
Of country music in addition to professional wrestling, and Chad Brock found that out up close and personal.
Well, that's the personality of Mr. Henning right there. But you know, hit and wonder. Sometimes it's good to stop while you're ahead. These guys might have a two-hit blunder.
Important on-sale news for World Championship Wrestling fans. Tomorrow, tickets go on sale in Pensacola, Florida for a major WCW event coming on September the 3rd to the Civic Center. And you can meet the Nitro girls tomorrow from 10 a.m. to noon at the Civic Center box office. Also, tickets on sale tomorrow for WCW's return to the Baltimore Arena in Baltimore, Maryland. The date of the live event will be September the 10th, and tickets go on sale at the arena box office and all area ticket masters, and you can meet Lex Luger and Miss Elizabeth tomorrow, Friday, at the Baltimore Arena from 10 a.m. to noon. Tickets also on sale tomorrow for a major WCW card coming to Louisville, Kentucky, and the Broadbent Arena on September the 18th. Tickets on sale tomorrow at the Freedom Hall box office and all Ticketmaster outlets. And Larry, 1 week from tonight, World Championship Wrestling and Thunder rumbles into Lubbock, Texas. We're back in the Lone Star State with Thunder, and tickets are on sale now at all select-the-seat locations. I know you are looking forward to returning to Texas.
Well, I tell you, I like Texas. It's big, it's wide open, it's a wild place. I got some friends in Lubbock. In fact, I'm flying out early. I'm bringing my clubs. I'll be golfing, and I'll meet you at the cafeteria about 3 or 4.
And can you imagine the reaction in Lubbock for the West Texas Rednecks? You know they have to love the West Texas Rednecks in Lubbock, Texas, don't they?
We'll find out Thursday, won't we?
We certainly will. Kurt Hennig and the Rednecks had strength in numbers on Monday when they knocked that cowboy hat off Chad Brock. But Larry, did you notice that Chad Brock never backed off? He never backed up, and I think that played a major role in gaining the respect of the Revolution, because we saw Dean Malenko, Chris Benoit, Perry Saturn, and Shane Douglas all come out to back up Chad Brock.
Well, we got some of the Revolution guys here right now. Dean Malenko, you got Shane Douglas, and they're going up against guy Barry Windham. You could basically classify Barry as a seasoned veteran. I mean, he's been around. He's very, very good. Both the Windhams are. And look at Malenko's going to town. You can see the size difference. You know, Barry just towering over Dean. Dean going to have to take Barry down to the mat and make him his own size. And he's going to want to compete with Barry Windham.
And the Revolution feels that they took a major step towards respect Monday on Nitro as Chris Benoit captured singles gold when he defeated David Flair to win the United States heavyweight title, and it was great to see Dusty Rhodes step up to the plate, now in charge of making matches for the championship committee, and Dusty demanded that David Flair put the U.S. title on the line, and the Canadian crippler was more than up to the task.
But I tell you, what we're seeing is a direct result of Ric Flair losing his power. You know, when Ric Flair lost his presidency, the doors of opportunity have already started to open for these guys, and they deserve to get the opportunity.
Excellent teamwork by Malenko and Douglas, and off the double team in the back elbow, Shane Douglas goes for the cover. Barely a 1 count before Big Bobby Duncombe Jr. kicks out, and Shane Douglas is a wrestler that I know you are very familiar with, Larry, not just from competition in the ring, but from the fact that you both have roots in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area.
Yeah, well, I never wrestled the guy, but he was a young kid growing up in Pittsburgh watching me, and kind of flattered. Shane tells me I was one of his heroes when he was growing up, so that's nice to know. But I tell you, I'm proud of him. Another Pittsburgh boy, and he's doing very, very good.
And I think that everyone would agree that if there's one thing that the Revolution needs, it's guidance as they try and take over from the established stars. Rolling snapmare type move that time by Shane Douglas on Bobby Duncombe Jr.
Well, guidance and wisdom, I mean, you've got to be taught things, otherwise it just takes years and years to learn.
Larry, now I'm getting word that we need to take a commercial break right here tonight on
Thunder.
Well, now they're in trouble. When we return, more exciting tag team action on TBS. Yes, it was Chad Brock this past Monday on Nitro as part of the Nitro Music Tour. And it's going to be Kiss invading Las Vegas as we see Dean Malenko go for an attempt at the Texas Cloverleaf, but Bobby Duncan, with an assist from Curt Hennig, is able to break that up, Larry.
Yeah, well, Hennig's pulling him out from underneath the rope. They're trying to break the hold. Malenko was doing a pretty good job, but these guys are big, tough guys, and they're working very well together, keeping Malenko in that corner away from the tag. And again, the towering size of Barry Windham can just dump you from up high.
Off the backdrop suplex, Windham goes for the cover and the kick out by Malenko. Yes, it's Kiss in Las Vegas on August the 23rd at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Nitro returns to the Big Apple, Long Island, New York on Monday, August the 30th. And we kick off the month of September. Nitro in Miami, Florida at the Miami Arena. Gut wrench, suplex, takeover, nonchalant cover by Windham, and Barry gets barely a 2 count on Malenko.
Well, Malenko was out of position for a good cover, and Windham knew it. And Malenko, again, very good, even defensive on the mat, but he's got to fight out. He's got to make a tagger or get the big man down. Oh, no. Wide open, I tell you, the Windhams know every trick of the trade. You got a lot of rednecks out there.
And out to the floor rolls Dean Malenko after the shortcut by Barry Windham, and you're right. It is time for the West Texas Rednecks, and I'm surprised. How about that? Well, the referee was keeping an eye, I guess, on Curt Hennig, and he just rolled Malenko back into the ring. Sunset flip attempt here.
Can he pull him? He got him down.
Big long legs of Windham, finally over 2 count before Duncan comes in with the elbow to break up the pin attempt.
See, again, it was a nice effort by Dean, but he's been in too long. I mean, he's got to do what he has to fight out to make the tag. Windham knows that. I mean, got him trapped in the corners. This is textbook tag team right here.
And certainly textbook tag team wrestling from a group that we've talked about on several occasions, all being second-generation wrestlers. Shoulder breaker by Duncan, goes for the cover, and another 2 count on Malenko, who desperately needs to get to the corner and get the fresh man Shane Douglas into the battle.
Well, Shane Douglas does it. You can see, I mean, he's dying to get in there. I mean, he wants to leave, but he's doing a smart thing. He's staying in the corner. He's got to be there when his partner makes it over, if he can.
Yes, so often we've seen that when a tag team partner tries to get into the ring, it just opens it up for double, triple, or even in this case, quadruple teaming by the Texas Rednecks as they dominate on Malenko.
Yeah, they're keeping him in that corner, making a lot of tags so far. It's tough to beat 2 big guys that are doing it properly. Malenko, he's paying the price. He's in trouble here.
Double team as well as cutting off the ring. Now Duncan in with Dean Malenko. Shoots him off into the corner. Malenko able to avoid the elbow. More importantly, needs to get the tag, and it's into Douglas.
He got the tag. See if Douglas can clean the house here.
Opportunity to turn the offensive tide. The back body drop for Duncan. Big forearm smash sends Windham down to the mat. Big right hand for Duncan. And Shane Douglas has certainly turned the offensive of this match around, and the Revolution is in charge.
Yeah, so far, but you got to get Windham out of there. Douglas, the legal man, has what Shane wants to deal with.
Meeting of the minds. Shane Douglas drives Duncan and Windham both head first. Right hand for Duncan. Douglas, boot to the midsection of Bobby Jr. Going to take him up into the air. Blocked by the bigger Duncan. Another right. That jacked the jaw of Bobby Duncan Jr. Now sends him off into the ropes. Attempted a Fez press, got him over, doesn't have great weight positioning, and as a result, Bobby Duncan is able to kick out.
Yeah, I think Shane felt the ring moving. Anyway, they're coming up in there.
Kendall Windham up on the ring apron.
Breaking down in here.
He goes down. Now Curt Hennig up on the apron.
There goes Malenko.
Barry Windham just took Malenko with a hip toss up and over the top rope down to the floor. It is really broken down.
He's got the bell.
Look out. He was able to avoid it. Now he caught Duncan. He's got him up. Is it time? Yes, it's time for the Pittsburgh plunge. He dropped him on his head. Gets 1, gets 2, and he beat him.
Got him.
How about that?
The Pittsburgh plunge.
Despite being outnumbered, Shane Douglas, Dean Malenko, and the Revolution. Well, look at this.
It's not over yet.
They won the battle, but they're going to lose the war because the Rednecks are in the ring, and they have a 4-on-2 advantage.
Well, you can tell, I mean, these guys aren't happy. They hate to lose, and they're just way outnumbered here. Malenko, nice move by Douglas, but come on, where's Dillinger and the security when you need them?
And you see Curt Hennig took his belt off, and he's strapping Dean Malenko. Here comes the other Revolution member. That's Perry Saturn, who just hit the ring. And Perry Saturn with right hands for Hennig, for Duncan, and for the Windham brothers. Perry Saturn trying to keep the Rednecks off the Revolution.
There's too many of them.
Oh, wait a minute. Silverman calling for the bell, but that's not going to stop the Rednecks. They've got the cowbell, and they've just flattened Perry Saturn, and Shooter Saturn is down. Now they're going to tie him up. They're going to hog tie Perry Saturn.
I tell you what, this is just humiliating right here. This is a disgrace. I mean, forget the bell. We need some bodies in there. Get the security guys out here.
Shane Douglas, Dean Malenko score the victory in this tag team matchup, but the West Texas Rednecks take most of the post-match. It's this Saturday at Road Wild. It's a 6-man tag. The Rednecks face the Revolution at Road Wild 99.
Danger, high voltage.
1 week from this Monday night from the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York, we will get our first look at Berlin. But right now, it's 6-man tag team action. Scott Putski, Scotty Riggs, and Kenny Kaos. 3 good-looking athletes here, Legend.
Oh, yeah, you got 3 guys here. I mean, all, great shape, strong guys. Scotty Riggs here's probably got one of the best drop kicks in the business. He gets his face out of that mirror, but there's a front and rear look.
Yeah. I'll pass on both. Scotty Riggs, what a piece of work. The biggest Scotty Riggs mark in the world is Scotty Riggs.
I mean, you got to believe in yourself, but loving yourself is another thing.
Absolutely. Scott Putski and Kenny Kaos round out this half of this 6-man tag team competition. And here come the West Texas Rednecks.
Texas, 2 stepping on the way, down the trail.
This Monday night, we will get our first look at the good old boys. The new video by this ensemble, this music combo. Kendall Windham, Barry Windham, and Bobby Duncombe Jr. Of course, that's the old song, I guess. I hate rap. Rap is rap.
That's already on the oldie station?
Well, it's on the recurrent reel. Crowd still loves the rap is crap stuff. And they love the West Texas Rednecks here on Saturday night. Believe it or not.
Say I love them or hate them, agree with them or disagree with them. Wrestling these guys is a different story. They very well-schooled individuals. Barry Windham knows every trick of the trade. So is his brother Kendall, Bobby Duncombe Jr., second-generation wrestler, along with Scott Putski. I tell you, the Rednecks have a tale to tell. They are guys not to take lightly.
And these Rednecks, these 3 men in the ring, Windham, and Duncombe.
Sounds like a law firm.
It certainly does. I would not go there, actually. But
wouldn't go to any law firm. You would get a bill.
Windham, and Duncombe.
That's the biggest scam going in the world.
What's that?
A retainer. Pay me before I do anything. Yeah, right.
Hello, Kendall. This is the pot. You're black. Kendall Windham. Hip toss out of the corner on Scott Putski. Drop kick, the big 6'6" native of Sweetwater, Texas, arm drag takedown. Kendall Windham on Putski. We saw the 3 West Texas Rednecks get speared and jackhammered by Goldberg on Nitro.
I tell you right here, though, they're making up the points for it. They got nice ring positioning, keeping the pressure on Putski. And these, the Windhams, they're tall. They could be standing in the middle of the ring and get the tag in.
They may. Each Windham about 6'6", 6'5". Hip toss, no, blocked by Kendall. Reverse, Scott Putski down, back elbow drop, no way. Putski rolled out of the way.
No, going in.
Boy, I tell you, Larry, you've been around this sport for a long time. Look at the lineage represented in this contest. Kendall Windham, Barry Windham, the sons of Blackjack Mulligan. Bobby Duncombe Jr., of course, the son of Bobby Duncombe, and Scott Putski, the son of Polish power, Ivan Putski. That takes you back.
I don't know whose son he is, but I wouldn't brag about it.
Well, I don't know that his father was a wrestler, but the men in the ring. Whoa, look at that power slam from Scott Putski out of nowhere. Cradles him up. Got a 2 count on Kendall Windham.
Putski got a nice move in there, brought him over, made a good tag. See Kenny Kaos, another power-packed individual. Ooh. He just nailed him.
Certainly did. The former tag team champion got a 2 count on Kendall Windham. Wonder if the Rednecks have been spending too much time in the recording studio.
I don't know, but Rednecks, Wetnecks, and Shippy, Mikey Ripwrecks, It's a tough show to call.
But I tell you, if Whipwreck joined the Rednecks, we would be in big trouble. Duncan misses wildly with the clothesline. Shoulder high on Kenny Kaos. Ooh! Fall away front slam. And Duncan hit hard in that ring.
But yeah, Kenny Kaos, strong guy, good balance. Got him trapped in the corner. Let's see if these guys remember their basics now. Get your shots in. Don't try to, hog all the glory here. Pull them over, make the tag, keep your fresh partners coming in. See, he didn't do it. Kenny didn't do it.
Later tonight, oh man.
He got it.
Clothesline on Kaos, leveled it. Quickly over, lateral, but no, he's choking the life out of him. Come on, referee Mickey J stepping in, good job. Later tonight, the United States Heavyweight Championship on the line. Chris Benoit from the Revolution puts the gold up for grabs later on Saturday night.
And I tell you, Benoit, man, he can walk around proud with that gold. Now he got the belt on somebody that not only deserves it, but earned it.
Absolutely, unlike David Flair, whom he defeated for that prestigious title. Ooh, gut wrench up top.
There you go, make the tag and...
Tag made to Scotty Riggs, drops the elbow on Duncan, and one more time into the chest. And Riggs sets Duncan, shoots him across.
Oh,
what a drop kick. Oh, that's a thing of beauty when Scotty Riggs hits that drop kick.
Yeah, he threw him in the ropes. He was lining him up. Got him in the right position, nailed him hard, wasted some time, though.
Oh, wild right hand, no. Bobby Duncan Jr. just cut him off with a clothesline. Tag made to Barry Windham. Former World Heavyweight Champion, former World Tag Team Champion now in there with Scotty Riggs.
And I tell you, Windham again knows all the tricks of the trade right there. He just got Scotty Riggs right in the throat, wants to cut his wind off. Oh, he's
Riggs
behind him.
He escaped. Go behind. Roll up. Can he hang on? No.
Yeah, just Barry Windham too big to roll up in a small package.
There's nothing small about Barry Windham inside that squared circle. They met head up. Both men knocked each other goofy right there. Riggs close to his corner. Barry Windham not making the tag.
No, man, that's surprising. I thought for sure he'd make the tag.
Well, here comes Kendall Windham. Scotty Riggs made the tag to Scott Putski. He's taking care of all three Rednecks. Here comes Kenny Kaos. Now Riggs
is breaking down in here.
All six men in the ring at the same time on Saturday night. Windham shoots Putski in. Oh, Putski cut him off. They're brawling. Barry Windham and Scott Putski just taking each other apart here on the Superstation.
Hey, wait a minute, Riggs. Whoa! Riggs nailed his own guy with the bow.
Scotty Riggs grabbed the bull rope. He was going for Barry Windham, but I mean Scotty Riggs just took out Scott Putski. That's an easy 3 count for Barry Windham.
That's a bad break. Putski was holding his own, too, but he didn't see Riggs coming. Riggs missed his target, but got a bullseye on Putski.
Oh, absolutely. Things were looking very good for Kaos, Riggs, and Putski. But I mean Riggs, quite by accident, I'm sure, just KO'd Putski with that cowbell. And Barry Windham got the easy pin.
I think he lost his mirror.
Somewhere, Kurt Hennig is smiling. The West Texas Rednecks win it on Saturday. We'll see their new music video Monday night. Look at this now. Putski questioning Scotty Riggs about what happened. I don't blame him.
Well, no, he knows he had things under control here. Putski was going good, but Riggs just come flying across out of nowhere. But Windham saw him and ducked. Maybe we can show it again.
Yeah, now let's go back and take a look. We'll make this our 10-action replay for tough cases of athlete's foot. There is tough action, 10-action.
But there you can see him in the ring. Windham throws Putski in. Putski caught Windham coming down too soon, but when Windham moved out of the way, bam, there was Riggs. I don't think Riggs could have stopped himself.
No way, and Riggs just KO'd Putski. Barry Windham with the DDT gets the 1-2-3 on Scott Putski. Monday night, it's our first look at Good Old Boys by the West Texas Rednecks.
Southern born, Southern bred. When I die, I'll be Southern dead. We like to watch our wrestling every week on TV. Our favorite show is Andy Berry.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to perform their brand new single, Good Old Boys. Please welcome to WCW Monday Nitro, Kurt Hennig and the West Texas Rednecks.
Wow, what a segue.
to superstar country music stars like this.
To those rednecks? I don't think so. Well, anyway, I gotta admit, Good Old Boys has a very catchy tune, a very catchy ring to it, but for these guys to be on the same stage as Kiss is ridiculous. That's just a personal opinion.
Well, you like Kiss.
Yeah, I do.
Hold on here a second. Let me get your attention. We've already proved to the world that rap is crap, and there can't be any doubt in anybody's mind about that. I think there's a little conspiracy going on here in WCW about just how great Curt Hennig and the West Texas Rednecks really are. Because after we got rid of all that rap music, they brought this mega crap. Well, we gave them a courtesy flush. Haven't seen them since. So a few weeks ago, they bring out this Chad Brock, try to steal our country spotlight. Last time I seen Chad Brock, he's trying to catch his cowboy hat running across some field somewhere. So now we show up in Las Vegas tonight, and they bring Kiss out here. Wait a second, what's that song Kiss used to sing? I wanna rock and roll. Hell, they can't even stay up all night. You know what, we're gonna give you what you all came to hear. It goes like this, ladies and gentlemen, live from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Minnesota's greatest athlete, the man who made Minnesota famous, Curt Hennig, and the West Texas Rednecks. And our brand new song, we're gonna whip on you. It's called Good Old Boys, and it go like this right here. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Southern born, Southern bred. When I die, I'll be Southern dead. We like to watch our wrestling every week on TV. Our favorite show is Andy Youngly Berry.
Because good old boys, good old boys, good old boys, they're just good old boys.
We got American flags flying in our yard. Every Saturday night we like to party hard. We got an old hound dog in a pickup truck. We like long-legged country girls who know how to love.
Because good old boys, good old boys, good old boys, they're just good old boys.
We got an old hound dog in a pickup truck. We like those long-legged country girls that know how to love.
Good old boys, good old boys, good old boys, they're just good old boys, good old boys, good old boys, they're just good old boys, good old boys. Good old boys, they're just good old boys. Good old boys, good old boys, they're just good old boys.
Thank you very much, Las Vegas.
Hard to do with a hat on.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
My goodness.
And if that ain't country out.
We're going to see them in the big room here.
You know what they say, there's nothing like a good country western band. And that was actually nothing like a good country western band. But we're coming back because Kiss will be with us. This portion brought to you by Wrangler. Real comfortable jeans. Back home on TNT. Greatest in wrestling. wrestling and the best in rock and roll combined in one night. The stage will be transformed into the unmistakable Kiss stage later on tonight for Kiss's performance. But even more than that, the stellar performers, the legendary performers, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Peter Fish, today's video will be out here. Unmistakable Kiss. They're going to be debuting a brand new wrestler, their wrestler, in World Championship Wrestling. It's a big night, Brain.
You're right about that. What a better place but a Nitro. On TNT in Las Vegas. I can't wait to see who we're going to have here.
The West Texas Rednecks come to the ring to get a chance of becoming World Tag Team Champs. We're going to let you know a couple of big reminders for you. First of all, it's coming Saturday, August 28th. That's August with an A. 28th. Saturday, tickets go on sale for the Monday Nitro event. Monday, September 20th at Cincinnati's Star Center. Tickets on sale this Saturday at the box office and Ticketmaster. The Nitro Girls will be the first star box office this Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon, when tickets go on sale. You like that song, Good Old Boys, don't you?
Yeah, I kind of like it. I like Cincinnati. Nitro Girls are going to be there. It's not like seeing Sparky Anderson. It's a little bit different.
And also, Sparky Anderson. He hasn't been in Cincinnati since I was in high school.
1948.
Okay, also, you like Atlanta, don't you, Brain?
What?
We're coming back to Atlanta.
We should.
Monday Nitro on Monday, September 27th will debut in the Phillips Arena. The brand new Phillips Arena.
Like I always say,
He plays the guitar so hard, he sliced his finger open.
I understand that. I understand that, but have him say it, and I'm not talking about tickets.
I can't control him. He does whatever he wants. Go ahead now.
All right, the World Tag Team Champs come out. Monday, September 27th, Monday Nitro to debut the first time in the brand new Phillips Arena, the new home of the Hawks and the Atlanta Thrashers of the National Hockey League. Tickets go on sale 1 week from this Friday. That's Friday, September 10th. Actually, that's, 2 weeks from this Friday.
I went through the building the other day on a tour. What a facility. Beautiful.
Tickets go on sale on Friday, September 10th at the box office and on Ticketmaster. And the grand opening weekend, you can meet Goldberg at Tower Records, Lennox Mall, 10 a.m. to noon on Friday, September 10th. The tickets go on sale. It's going to be a big, big night for Atlanta and for pro wrestling. Mark the date down. Monday, September 27th, Phillips Arena. Get your tickets first when they go on sale on Friday, September 10th. Big night.
Big night. You want to be over at Lennox Square for the sale?
I probably will be.
If I'm in town, I may stop by.
Open bucket.
You can give me a ride if you want.
Bell sounds. I'll think about that. Here we go. World Tag Team titles. Kendall and Kerry Windham, the brother combination of the West Texas Rednecks against Harlem Heat. But remember, Duncombe and Hennig are at ringside. All right, back to that. Hennig said he sliced his finger playing a guitar.
Yeah, he showed me. It's cut right across the index finger.
Why doesn't he use a pick like most guitars?
He did use a pick, but he plays so fast that he just cut. I'm not a guitar player.
Just wondering. Look at Booker T of Harlem Heat go. And we are into a brand new era for the 8-time World Tag Team Champions. I think, Brain, better than ever, and that's because they trust each other more than ever. Don't you agree with that?
I think you're right about that. I also think they've gone through so much back and forth with all the adversity in their lives, and now they appreciate where they're at, who they are, and each other. That's going to be hard to beat.
Tag made. Here comes the big man. It's Stevie Ray. He and Booker T sent Kendall Windham down.
Williams are tough boys. They're tough men, excuse me.
Tough men is what they are, and we talk so much about the trust between Stevie Ray and Booker T because it's a brother combination. And right across the ring from them, same thing, brother combination of Kendall and Barry Windham.
And out on the floor, Curt Hennig, pound for pound, nobody better. Bobby Duncombe, what an athlete this man is. Second generation, one tough customer.
Now it's slam Stevie Ray on the inside. This same wrestling ring that you're looking at right now will hold Hulk Hogan and Sting for the world belt. This one is for the top prize in all of tag team wrestling.
The big ring.
The big belt. In this case, the big belts. Two of them. How about this? Barry Windham up near 300 pounds. Around 285. And Stevie Ray, with ease, picked him up to slam him down. And now Booker T. They complementing style, each other's style so well. Both men put their feet up. And Barry goes down the right hand for Booker T. Or from Stevie Ray. That's Booker T with the cover. He gets the two.
They trust each other. You're right about Harlem Heat. They seem to be working it better as a team than they ever have.
Yeah, better than ever. We thought at one time when Stevie Ray went his own way, when Booker T had the injury, and Stevie Ray was talking about defending the television belt. We really thought, we talked about it, we'd never see these two men back together again. It's an old adage, old cliche, but it really rings true here that blood is thicker than water. Right at our ringside location. That's why we like it here, right, Ray?
Oh. Yes.
Yes, we do.
You do. It's too dangerous for me.
Trying to double clothesline, but Stevie Ray came back with one of his own, getting both the Wyndhams down. Stevie will reach out and make a tag to his brother Booker T, who comes in to nail Barry Windham and Kendall. Kendall goes down hard.
You know, Barry Windham's always been a major star in this sport. Kendall Windham coming in his own now, teaming with his brother and Hennig and Duncan.
2 count. That time on an inside crescent kick.
Boy, is he improved.
Uh-oh, the Rednecks are up. Duncan gets down. And inadvertently, so does Kurt Hennig. Booker T. Into the gut. Axe kick time.
Oh, it's Saturday night at the Dewdrop Inn.
Booker T's not done. Up to the turnbuckle peg. Missile drop kick. There's the referee.
Nobody to count.
The referee tied up with Windham and Stevie Ray. And Booker T had this thing won. Booker T had this thing won. Oh no! He knocked him out with it. He knocked him out with it.
Ring the bell.
Windham sends the referee in. 1, 2. Oh my goodness! They
Just like that. And they earned it.
New World Tag Team Champions. Barry Windham, Kendall Windham have brought the gold to the West Texas Rednecks.
That's now. They're packing all the gold for the World Tag Team Champions.
What a big night. Kendall Windham gets his first gold.
That's going to make it tougher than ever now.
On the same night they performed on stage that they debuted their new music video, they win the World Tag Team belts.
Get a load of this. Kurt Hennig up from behind. Kendall Windham nails Hennig by accident. You don't know what to do here. Booker T comes off that rope. Right across the back of the neck. Drops him. But Barry Windham, smart man, been in this sport a long time. He knows what to do here. Takes the referee out of position. Hennig from behind with that cowbell. Talk about ringing your bell. He had it wrong. Referee's got to get in there, got to get into the count, see what's going on. In position for the 1, 2, 3, and we have new champions here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
All right, brought to you by 1-800-COLLECT, the easy way to save.
That's a very intense individual there that we see firing up the troops. And later tonight here on Thunder, we will see how training camp has progressed when we take another visit with Coach Buzz Stern. And we want to remind you that World Championship Wrestling invades the Big Apple with Nitro once again this Monday. Tickets are available at the Nassau Coliseum box office and all Ticketmaster outlets. And we will open the month of September with Nitro in Miami, Florida. Tickets on sale at the Miami Arena box office and all Ticketmaster locations. And that familiar music in the background reminds all of us that Kurt Hennig, the West Texas Rednecks, are on their way to the ring. And Larry, it was Monday on Nitro when Hennig and company put it all together. The brothers Windham, Barry and Kendall capturing the World Tag Team titles for the very first time.
Well, I tell you, you may not agree with their music appreciation here in terms of what they like rap or what they don't like or what they hate, but all these guys, including the Wyndhams, are very good wrestlers, and you got to look past the music and the cowboy hats, watch out for that cowbell and the chaps, but these guys can wrestle.
Watch out for the cowbell. That's words of wisdom that Harlem Heat could have used Monday night. Not sure in the mind of Kurt Company, the Rednecks may have been forced to share the bill with Kiss in Las Vegas Monday night at the MGM Grand. And Hennig seemed so jealous that they had to share the spotlight. And isn't that a joke? But there's no denying that the Rednecks hit a jackpot in Nevada because not only did they premiere their new video, Good Old Boys, but they also walked out of Vegas with the gold, the tag team gold. They ended the 9-day reign of Booker T and Stevie Ray, the Harlem Heat as world tag champs, the Wyndham brothers, tag title holders, but let's not forget the role that Kurt Hennig and the cowbell played Monday night.
Yeah, I mean, you can't count the Harlem Heat out of it. It was just too many Rednecks. It was basically, 4 guys out there against the Harlem Heat, but walking out of Vegas with gold is one thing that's not easy to do for anybody. That's why they have so many of those cash for car lots.
This is the 6-man tag team action on Thunder. The Redneck trio of the Wyndham brothers and Bobby Duncombe Jr., and of course, even with Kurt Hennig in the corner, all 4 of those athletes, second-generation competitors, against the trio of Rey Mysterio Jr., Eddie Guerrero, and Kidman, and certainly these 3 men seem to be haunted by Vampiro and the Insane Clown Posse as of late.
They can haunt it.
Vampiro and the ICP continue to be a thorn in the side of Mysterio, Guerrero, and Kidman, but tonight here on Thunder, 6-man competition against the Rednecks.
Well, I tell you, a little bit more even sides upper than the Harlem Heat had. At least we got 3 versus 3 with only 1 extra neck out there. But still, that's enough to distract anybody. It's going to be an interesting matchup. You got some real tall, big guys against some very, very fast cruiserweights. It's going to be interesting to see how the Rednecks handle these guys.
A night of tag teams here on Thunder because in addition to our main event with Sid and Rick Steiner against Perry Saturn and Chris Benoit, we will also have another challenge answered from this program last Thursday night. Jimmy Hart and the First Family came out, and specifically Hugh Morris and Brian Knobs, requesting a shot at the Harlem Heat. Now last Thursday, when they made that challenge on Thunder, the Harlem Heat were the tag team champions. They didn't have any idea that Monday on Nitro, the Heat would lose the belts to the Rednecks. But still to come here tonight, Harlem Heat against Jimmy Hart's First Family. That, however, now obviously a non-title matchup.
Well, the non-title matchup is still very important because I know Jimmy Hart, if his First Family can get a victory over the Harlem Heat, he's going to have them right up to the #1 contendership, and they'll be wrestling the Rednecks soon.
Well, I'm sure that the executive committee, the championship committee, would be taking a look at that matchup in those terms. Mysterio springs one off the top, goes for the Fez press on Kendall Wyndham, takes him down to the mat, back for more offense. Springboard back into the ring with the moonsault, but big Kendall Wyndham just put the boot to the midsection of Mysterio and stopped him in his tracks.
Yeah, I don't think Ray realized he could reach out that far, but long-legged guy, Ray's using good movement here.
He's going to have to try and out-quick and outsmart the Wyndhams and Bobby Duncombe, and from the corner mount, Rey Mysterio Jr. fires in a series of right hands, but Kendall Wyndham is ready. Brought him out of the corner with an inverted atomic drop, and then took him down to the mat with the left arm lariat.
Well, fired up, they did the right thing and made the tag. I mean, they're very smart. They know how to use tag team help. This guy's always got good ring positioning, always make a lot of tags. Whoop, right knee.
Nice move by Mysterio, stops the momentum of Barry Windham. Quick tag into Kidman, and you're not getting up high. Drop kicks on the upper chest of Big Barry Windham, and he's got the big 6'6" Windham rocket.
Got him down.
Airborne goes Kidman, caught him with an elbow. Now follows up the advantage in the corner and drives Windham face first into the top turnbuckle.
Look at Kidman go!
Kidman on fire after receiving the tag from Rey Mysterio Jr. He had the much bigger Windham rocking, and well, you just saw that power, size, and strength. Barry Windham tossing Kidman over the top, and Bobby Duncombe quickly follows up on the arena floor.
Yeah, Duggan's right there.
Look at that cheap shot from Hennig.
Hennig got a shot, and it's not even have to worry about here is Kurt Hennig walking around the outside of the apron. Boy, they had the Rednecks go.
Hennig proved to be the difference Monday on Nitro when the Wyndham brothers captured the World Tag Team titles, and again, he freely interferes in this matchup behind the back of the referee, Mickey J. And it's so difficult for a referee really to keep his eyes focused on two individuals in a singles matchup, let alone 6, or in this case, 7 involved with Hennig at ringside in this 6-man tag.
Yeah, Mickey J's got a virtually impossible job here keeping order. In fact, even if this breaks down, these guys run in, what's one man going to do against 6 guys?
Pretty difficult. Difficult to stop them when they have their momentum. And speaking of momentum, Duncan follows up, goes for a quick pinfall attempt, and Kidman barely gets a 1 count, picks him up and fires him off into the corner, and look at the impact of that clothesline, and then just tosses the smaller Kidman to the mat.
Yeah, but Duncan's got the personality of a rattlesnake.
Now out of the corner, using tag team partner Kendall Wyndham's cowboy boot, he just took Kidman and sent him face first into the boot. Again, great teamwork by the Wyndhams and Bobby Duncombe Jr. The good quick tags, always getting the fresh man into the battle.
Yeah, they always got their opponent in their corner where they want him. Man, Kidman's got to make the tag quick.
Nice extension of the leg by Kendall Wyndham.
Eddie Guerrero's getting frustrated. He knows Kidman's in trouble here.
And the frustration of Eddie Guerrero as he tries to come into the ring does not at this point help his tag partner. Kidman still on the receiving end. Now springs off the rope. Kick the crossbody, hooks the leg. But you see the kick out by Kendall Wyndham. Still plenty of leg strength left.
Yeah, look how quick Kendall comes right back on Kidman. I mean, doesn't give him a second to try to make a tag. Just cuts him off right away.
And big BW, Barry Wyndham into the ring. Just leveled Kidman with that right hand and takes him up into the air. Nice float over by Kidman. Larry, we're getting word that we need to take a commercial break. More exciting 6-man tag action on Thunder. And welcome back, everyone, to Thunder on TBS. 6-man tag team action continues. And in this matchup, during the commercial break, Larry, the offensive momentum and tide certainly switched, but right there in front of our very eyes, Barry Wyndham turns things back around. Just when it appeared that Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and Kidman were going to take control of this match, the Rednecks use, as you see now, triple teaming on Eddie Guerrero to take control.
Yeah, triple teaming and brute force. I mean, Kidman made the tag, Eddie came in, but again, it's just too many Rednecks at one time being distracted by Hennig outside on the apron. Kendall Wyndham now has got Eddie Guerrero in trouble, and he's up there.
Off the middle ropes, the backdrop suplex from Kendall Wyndham on Eddie Guerrero. Just planted him in the canvas, extends the leg and drops down with the leg drop. Goes for the cover, gets 2, and at the last second, Ray Jr. in to make the save.
Well, it's a big kick in the mouth at the last second, but it counted.
It certainly did, and it broke up the attempt at the pinfall by Kendall Wyndham. Again, the quick tags. We've seen it all during this match. They get Bobby Duncombe in, and you talk about fresh legs. Look at that drop kick from big 6'6" Bobby Duncombe.
Well, Kidman's in there. Tell these guys, don't give up. You got to give them credit. He's kind of outnumbered here.
And Mickey J distracted first by Barry Wyndham, and now by Kidman and Mysterio. They think they're helping their tag partner Eddie Guerrero, but anything but.
Wyndham's not going to help Eddie Guerrero either.
On the arena floor, he just jacked the jaw of Eddie Guerrero as Barry Wyndham comes with that big right hand.
I tell you, they took away the biggest weapon these guys have, and that's their speed. They've been cutting off the ring, doing a beautiful job. I mean, there's so many guys. These guys can't even hit the rope. There's going to be a redneck elbow you in the back.
Small package by Duncombe on Eddie for another 2 count to make a great point. The Rednecks have totally slowed down any kind of offensive assault from Mysterio, Guerrero, and Kidman, who realistically have never gotten untracked in this matchup. Now in the corner, big Barry Wyndham sets up Eddie Guerrero. Is going to try and bring him back into the superplex.
Yeah, he likes to do this. Barry Wyndham's caused to be up from about 10 feet down.
One of his patented moves, and he brought him back in. Floats over, goes for the cover, and a 2 count before both. Well, they needed it. Mysterio and Kidman both come in to break up the pin attempt.
I think they both panicked. They knew this was going to be it. That was from about 10, 11 feet up.
Last-ditch effort, punctuated by a DDT from Eddie Guerrero, but now it's never been important for Eddie just to roll a few feet to the corner and get either Kidman or Mysterio or maybe even both of them into this match.
Like that, it's easy to say, but hard to do. Eddie's been taking a beating in there. And Barry's right back on. See if he goes and makes a tag. He didn't make a tag yet.
No, but you notice what Wyndham does? Try and slow down Guerrero. Eddie now springs up off the middle, and now that it's Hogwell, hit scissors take over by Eddie Guerrero, and again the opportunity to get to the corner and get the tag.
Yeah, it looks like Wyndham fell on his head. He's dazed. This may be the biggest chance they get.
Opening is there, and they take advantage of the opening. Tag to Mysterio. Springboard off the top. He takes Bobby Duncan by the back of the head and drives him face first to the mat. Mysterio quickly to his feet, but he's reversed into the corner by Duncan, and then he caught Duncan with a boot coming in. Sunset flip out of the corner by Ray Jr. The long legs of Duncan prevent from taking him over. Kidman cross body, and they get a 2 count on Duncan.
Dog, they almost had him right there. Oh!
Now all 6 men in the action. You see Duncan chopping on Kidman. Now look at that move by Ray Jr. Barry Wyndham, big right hand for Eddie Guerrero in the corner, and Ray Jr. with the Rough Rider attempt on Bobby Duncan, but he was nailed. Is that Kurt Hennig at ringside?
I couldn't see it.
Of course it was Kurt Hennig.
There he is. I tell you, these guys are hard to beat.
Cover, 2 and
save.
No, only 2. Eddie Guerrero broke up the pin. Now Hennig again gets involved, drags Mysterio out to the floor.
Kidman saw.
Baseball slide drop kick by Kidman. Kidman unloads. Finally, Kidman takes care of Kurt Hennig, but he left his back open, and look at Kendall Wyndham drop to the floor.
And then coming out of the floor, Kidman just got it. He's hurt.
Kendall Wyndham just sent Kidman back first into the safety rail and then face first to the steel steps. Off that rope comes big Bobby Duncan with a forearm smash on Eddie Guerrero as Duncan and Barry Wyndham double team on Eddie. Ray Jr.'s got the cowbell just momentarily. Duncan up to the middle row. The back kick by Eddie. Drop kick by Guerrero. That rocked Duncan. Ray Jr. up to the top. Top rope Frankensteiner on Duncan. Hooks a leg. Gets 2, gets 3.
They got 3. They got the Rednecks.
Rey Mysterio Jr.
The Rednecks are getting
Guerrero and Kidman persevered through this matchup. They win the battle, but look at this post-match roar as Kurt Hennig just hit the ring. They're using the rope and the cowbell, and now they get the rope around Ray Jr.
All time this kid. But I tell you, Bobby Duncan up top, and here comes the heat.
Here come the former World Tag Team champs, Booker T and Stevie Ray. The Harlem Heat just hit the ring to break up this, well, it was a 4-on-3 attack from Hennig and the Rednecks.
I tell you, look at the Harlem Heat came out as Rednecks, they got to be irate, but you got to give credit to Mysterio, Kidman, and Guerrero. They outslipped the West Texas Rednecks.
Perseverance and persistence paid off for the trio of Rey Mysterio Jr., Eddie Guerrero, and Kidman. And now they celebrate with the former 8-time World Tag Team champs, Stevie Ray and Booker T. But in the record books, Ray Jr., Guerrero, and Kidman score a hard-earned victory. What a win for Mysterio, Guerrero, and Kidman here on Thunder. And this portion of Thunder on the Superstation TBS is brought to you by Wrangler. Real, comfortable jeans.
Thunder live on our sister network, TBS. And a reminder that the event will be held this Thursday in Saginaw, Michigan in the Saginaw Civic Center. We're going to send Mike today and Larry Zabisco up to Michigan for the middle of the week. And you can join them by getting your ticket to the box office at all Ticketmaster locales. And then Thunder comes to Florence, South Carolina on Thursday, September 16th at the Florence Civic Center. Get your ticket to the box office at all Ticketmaster outlets. And as we take a look at the duo of Kenny Kaos and Prince Iaukea Brain, the grand opening weekend of the brand new Phillips Arena is going to be the weekend of September 27th, the 25th, 26th, and 27th. And WCW is going to be a big part of the grand opening of the brand new Phillips Arena. In Atlanta. This is going to be the hottest thing in Atlanta. All the newspapers, all the television stations talking about the opening of the brand new Phillips Arena in Atlanta. WCW will be coming to the Phillips Arena on that grand opening weekend, Monday, the 27th. 27th of September, bringing you WCW Monday Nitro Live as you look at the new World Tag Team Champions. Tickets will go on sale 1 week from this Friday. That is Friday, September 10th at Tower Records at the Ticketmaster location there at Lennox Mall and all Ticketmaster outlets as well as the Phillips Arena box office. Now, you can meet Goldberg when tickets go on sale next Friday at Tower Records and Lennox Mall in Buckhead from 10 a.m. till noon. It's one of the biggest news items in the metropolitan Atlanta area. Monday Nitro helps christen and open up the brand new Phillips Arena, the new home of the Hawks, the home of the brand new Atlanta Thrashers of the NHL, and for the first wrestling event ever, it's Monday Nitro. Be sure to be the first to get your tickets.
Well, it had to be. You have to have Nitro with an opening of a beautiful building like that. I went through it a couple days ago on a tour. What a fantastic facility this is. It's going to be bigger than the Olympics were in Atlanta.
Built on the site of the old Omni, between, of course, the CNN Center and the Georgia Dome, the brand new Phillips Arena. And WCW heads to the brand new Millennium, into the Millennium with being the first in the Phillips Arena. It's a big, big plus for us, and we're very proud to be back in Atlanta at the Phillips Arena. Okay, World Tag Team title. What an upset. And this new duo winning the belts a week ago. The first gold for Kendall Windham. And he and his brother, we're talking about the brother combinations of Harlem Heat and Lenny and Lonnie. And we failed to mention the World Tag Team Champions earlier, and we should. The West Texas Rednecks and the Windhams are on fire right now.
And Kurt is at ringside. The lead singer of the group.
And the leader in many ways. Good springboard from the top that time by Prince Iaukea. How about Lex Luger?
Oh, something's going on.
Somebody got the measure of Lex Luger in the back there.
Well, he says that he thinks it's Hogan. That's what he says. He saw the red and the yellow.
He doesn't think it's Hogan. He says he knows it's Hogan. The fans stay with us. We're going to follow this story. We know that Mean Gene will as well. In a debut, the most auspicious debut by Berlin and his entourage. He's frisk in the ring.
I think they were checking to see if he had a wire on him or some kind of a recorder. They're very what? I'm trying to say they're security conscious. They want to make sure their man, Berlin, is taken care of and not pushed around.
Okay. I'll go with that. I can understand that. And
because you can't trust Okerlund, he'll lie to you in a minute.
Didn't want anybody to get close to this German athlete who has made a challenge for Buff Bagwell. He's come into WCW with his sights set. He's got a game plan. You got to give him that. He wants Buff Bagwell. What a young, great superstar. To put your sights on. Here's a 1, 2, 3, and a 3 count. And Prince Iaukea goes down in a hurry from the Windham brothers.
Wait a minute. Was Barry Windham ever in the ring?
I think it was all Kendall.
It was all Kendall.
They're going to sing for us.
Is that it? Is that all you got for tag team? I tell you what, Harlem Heat says they're from here. Well, they're nothing. They're not. Rap is crap. Well, Harlem Heat is crap. And I tell you what, they're nothing. We're going back to Laredo. We're going to have a party because they're not worth fighting. We've already beat them once, and we can beat them any day of the week.
What's that, the best they got to offer? 8 times. What's their name, Booker T and Stevie Ray? 4 times, 8 times, world champions. It took us 1 night to win the belts. 1 night.
Oh, here we go.
Ask and ye shall receive. Here they come. The former 8-time World Tag Team champs. We got a Donnybrook. Unexpected.
Let him go.
The Windhams and Harlem Heat slugging it out. In the ring. World Heat. Oh. There he goes on the outside. Kendall Windham left alone. Kenny gets whacked by Stevie Ray. Sidekick on the inside. They pinned him.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but he pinned him.
Doesn't matter. Bobby Duncan's in there.
Yeah, but then we're out here bragging. Is this Rednecks.
He's all tied up right now.
Bobby Duncan Jr.'s come out, and now it's 4-on-2. And using the cowboy vernacular, I guess, they have hog-tied a member of Harlem Heat, and they are now stomping the daylights out of both men.
Happy train.
Fans, a lot of people were very angry at Buff Bagwell last night. You can see Mike Graham, one of the agents, very angry that Bagwell did not make it on time and talking about a delay in his flight. And then you saw how angry that Hacksaw Jim Duggan was. But another pat on the back goes to our championship executive committee, all the members working together to bring you the Buff Bagwell Berlin match for later on tonight. You've already seen the entourage with Berlin arriving to the arena.
No, you talk about an entourage, and you're right about that. This man is he's going to make a big, big name for himself right here at WCW. And I think Bagwell's afraid of the man. I know you don't, but
I know he's not. I know you're wrong about that. I mean, yeah, Berlin is very intimidating, and Berlin is certainly a man now with a win and a big event to be contended with. But Bagwell afraid? He wouldn't be where he is in the sport by having fear.
what a magnificent physique on that man.
Which one?
Both of them.
You talking about Regal and Taylor?
Yes. Here they come.
They're already in the ring, and now the West Texas Rednecks with Hennig and Vincent. And the West Texas Rednecks are, of course, in this case, wrestling the Wyndham Brothers, the former World Tag Team Champions, losing to Harlem Heat last night. Heat regaining the belts for the ninth time in their career.
That's about 24 hours ago. What's the girl's name from Miami?
You mean as we saw our two semifinalists tonight?
Her name was Mertz, wasn't it?
Zuli Mertz, yes.
I never knew Fred Neville had kids. He adopted.
You just saw Allison and Ashley, our semifinalists. If you can vote on the internet location at WCW.com up until 2 a.m. and who you think should advance on from the state of North Carolina in the search for the new Nitro girl. They got their cowbell with them. The Rednecks do.
Good luck, cowbell.
Is that what that thing is?
It's good luck.
As long as you hit your opponent when the referee's not looking, that is good luck. Wyndham's looking to rebound from what happened last night, and they've got a very tough test ahead of them in the duo of Regal and Taylor. Steven Regal, David Taylor from Great Britain go at it against the Wyndhams, and Kendall Wyndham will start things. I tell you, even though they lost last night, you got to realize that the Wyndhams are still top contenders of this tag team title. They are not going to let that one loss deter them at all. Good backslide by Kendall, but Regal escaped from it. He ducks a lariat. Regal now with a full Nelson here on Kendall Wyndham. And Kendall showing abundance of power, breaking away. Standing switch.
Look at Vincent.
Do I have to?
He reminds me, was he the sheriff in Blazing Saddles?
No. That was Cleavon Little who played the sheriff, and you know that.
A dead ringer.
Into Barry Windham, and Windham nails Steven Regal. Here comes Barry back in. We've got a tag team spectacular as our main event. It's got everybody talking. Everybody here in the arena. I know households all around the world because Hulk Hogan and Bret the Hitman Hart, two of the biggest names of all time, will be a tag team tonight. And they will face the duo of world champion Sting and Lex Luger. Turncoat duo they are tonight here on Monday Nitro.
First time those four have ever been in the ring together, all at one time.
All at one time. And how about this, Brain? Hogan said he's doing it because he wants some payback from Sting, but also he's doing it for what they did to Ric Flair here in the state of North Carolina.
Well, Luger blindsided Flair, then he put him in that torture rack, and then Sting got him in that scorpion deathlock. Flair didn't have a chance.
Okay, we did check with Danny Young, the trainer, during one of the commercial breaks, who says Flair is going to be okay. No severe injury to his back or neck because of that torture rack, and that's good news. That could have been a very career-threatening severe injury.
I'd still go have an MRI.
Good job.
These Wyndham brothers, they're a bunch of bad people. They're tough. They'll fight you all day long. I like a good fight. Never understood that. Because I like a good fight. I like all my teeth come back home with me when I leave.
Regal European uppercut.
Whoa.
And now Curt Hennig is up. Gets whacked by Steven Regal. And also gets hit by David Taylor on the low side. You didn't see that, but the Union Jack across the back of the neck there of Hennig. Tag here. And the Great Britain team going to work here on Barry Windham. You're talking about a difference in styles and culture.
Culture, you're right about that. You know, this team from England, they work so well together. Quick tags in and out, they take advantage of every situation. Wyndham just get in there and pound on you.
What a great time to be a fan of WCW, to watch these matches. The excitement reigns here in World Championship Wrestling. Heading into our next pay-per-view. Of course, you know it. The end of October coming up. It is Halloween Havoc. As the matches are made and signed, we'll be giving you the information in the weeks to come here on the WCW Network. Here tonight, Thursday Night Live on Thunder on TBS as well. And as Vincent has Mickey J's attention, the referee, Curt Hennig's got that lucky charm of his in his hand. That's the cowbell. And Regal is out.
Tally-ho. Told you, that's his lucky cowbell.
Texas Rednecks here, Brandon, losing the tag team belts last night to Harlem.
Well, they needed this win under their belt. They needed it to install confidence in them once again. No matter how they did it, look at Kurt. Is he the best? Is he the best? What a team. Like I said, they needed this win. It was very important. Also for Regal and Dave Taylor, very important for them also. There you see it. Curt Hennig up above, standing there in the apron. Regal gets that bell right between the eyes. And it's just about over now. You can bring out the tea and crumpets and count to three. There's your winner, Texas Rednecks.
The West Texas Rednecks get the win. It's our Lugs kick of the week. I guess it's almost our Lugs bell of the week, wouldn't you say?
Ding dong. Ditto.
And there are the West Texas Rednecks. Still to come tonight, Hulk Hogan, Bret the Hitman Hart as a tag team against the duo of World Champion Sting and Lex Luger. It's all and a whole lot more on TNT's Monday Nitro.